Welcome back, everybody, here to La Belle Provence, Quebec. MX Deschambault for round 6 of the Triple Crown Series. Ryan Gauld and Kyle Thompson going to be bringing you all the action all day long. And Kyle, picturesque is the way you look at this place. It's a national park. It's considered a national park here in Quebec. The government's behind it. The people love it. They have a Ride Red program here to learn how to ride. And just the views alone are spectacular.
The Disneyland for motocross here in Deschambault. We missed it last year. We're back again here in 2021 and looking forward to many more. We just wrapped up the ECAN and the amateur nationals are underway. We got the Transcan coming up. Lots of fast young kids coming up, but right now the fastest of the kids, Ryder McNabb, second fastest in practice. Let's see if he can take that to the track. Yeah, the 15-year-old, the phenom, as we keep talking about, is leading the points here. Got the red plate under the Honda Canada GDR rig, and we're actually going to flash back where he got that red plate back at Sand Lee, and the action was hot there because the storyline at the beginning of the day was it looks like it was going to be Cannoli. Canelo was going to be the guy on top, and here we go with the highlights here. And right out of the gate, though, Sinai was able to grab that first RoyalDistributing.com hole shot, and things were looking good for the green team. And then not that far into the race there, it took a little soil sample. Yeah, so he was down. He picked himself up. He was able to get on that podium, though. But this was the battle all day between the youngster and I want to say he's a wily vet, but he's only 21 years old. I know. It's just we got young kids out there racing him, so it makes him feel old. But this battle was intense, and Marco getting another moto win. Could he get the overall? Look at that big high five from the boss man. It was cool to see too because it was a well-earned victory. Like he had to come from way behind. McNabb was way ahead. Second moto though, a little bit of a different story. Piccolo gets himself up front this time, and you were thinking that Piccolo was going to walk away with it, but the boys kind of kept him in his clutches and sort of just picked away, and he would kind of fade his way back. Still managed a good podium, keep the points tight, but we missed the Canella crash. We actually kind of glanced it on and off camera. Yeah. It was a big one, took it out, and there it was McNabb getting on top of the box with a 2-1 score for the overall, and now has a scant 1 point, right? It is 3 points. Oh, there's the points right there. I just wait for them to pop up. Yeah, that's there it is. Magic. That's look at that, Tanner Ward. Excited to be here. He's had some of his best rides at this track as an amateur, as a professional. We've seen him as an intermediate get second overall here. That's right. So. And a couple of McNabb actually rode the Youth Intermediate Pro here this week. He did a couple motos, 1 or 2 motos, because they were having some bike problems with their practice bike. So he got his race bike here. He had to put some. I'm always curious to see how that works out. If the riders that race during the week, if it's going to give them that edge, like Tanner did back a few years back. I think it was 18. I think that was. So we'll see if that kind of comes into favor. I think McNabb's ready no matter what. I think that's the thing. But talking about that fast lap, this 2:22.967 of Jacob Piccolo. I just happened to be watching that lap, and I haven't been blown away a lot, much riding, watching him. Man, that lap, his bike was it was scrubbing everything. Unreal. It was unreal to watch at the 222. He throws oppos, he throws whips. He's just having so much fun out there. So comfortable looking, so comfortable. And it's time for you to be comfy. The hot lap is on. Scrub your way over to the fridge. Get yourself some food, a beverage, whatever it is, because we're coming right back with moto number 1 of the 250 class here for round number 6 of the Triple Crown Series at Deschambault. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. One more time here for round number 6, Triple Crown Series at MX Deschambault. Ryan Gauld and Kyle Thompson in the booth. And there it is on screen, Kyle, the red plate right there, the new filling up. Are you just slide in there? Yeah, get that gas in there? Put a little bit of fuel, a little top up. A little go-go juice. A little go-go juice in the tank right there. You think they're running just like bottom of the line petrol in that? Yeah, probably. You don't need much in those Hondas. Yeah, that's all they need, right? That's all they need, red plate right there. And as soon as we see young Ryder McNabb get in the frame, you can kind of glance at him. He's got the helmet on there, but he's got the brand new 2022 Fox gear debuting this weekend. I don't remember ever getting that stuff in my day. I was a Fox guy back in the day, but I kind of think that makes you feel pretty chippery in the morning. Gets to give you a little extra pep in your step. I know we've seen it earlier in the day, the FXR line coming out as well. So Fox and FXR with the 2022 stuff, and man, red plate, brand new gear. You're looking good for sure. So and you can see that. So Ryder right up the inside, about 4 out from the inside of the gate there. Look at that.
And that's a tough section right here on the track, right off the start.
Super
look at that. Good shot of Piccolo at 30, and Tanner Ward side by side as well. Guillaume St. Cyr, the young hotshot, McNabb, Sebastian Racine, the number 212, got 5th overall
right
at our
beside him is
Sandali, and Sinai. So
fast guys right there.
I wonder where. I was looking for. Okay, so Piccolo's there, so that means he's about mid of the inside. So I know that I was talking to Brad McNabb this morning, and he said he wanted Ryder to start inside of Piccolo because Piccolo is such a good starter. Yep. If he got the jump on him, he could just kind of tuck in, sort of thing. But as you can see, they're 6 bikes apart or whatever there. So
I'm looking for Canella though. Is he more near the outside?
Right beside the box. There it is in his 22 FXR gear. Love looking.
And he's raced here plenty of times, so he's obviously got a spot in mind when he goes to the gate.
Well, you get that sweep going right there, and that's how things could go here. But it looks like this. The boys are ready to go here. We are getting ready to rock. Moto number 1. You can tell the heads are getting ready. They're all sort of in that same position. Look, they start dropping the shoulders here, Kyle. The road stripping 30 board is going to drop. The gate is going to go down. Here we go. Moto number 1 is off the line. Canella, Hobostad, Sinai, Racine, Sinai, clear as day, whole shot. Roadstripping.com, whole shot to Darren Sinai on the Team Green Parts
Looks
Canada.
Like Racine up there, though.
Racine, a great start. And William Crate.
Yeah,
Crate. Oh, Ward getting bumped out there from Quinn Amiot. And it looks like McNabb. Oh, look at this. This is when they bottleneck around. Look at the outside line.
Yes.
I didn't see who that was, but they passed like 4 riders.
Looked like Tyler Gibbs there making that passes. So Gibbs jumping up in that top 5. Tanner Ward slipping back to 5th across that stripe. So look at that. Racine dropped back, and Gibbs up to 3rd now, Galdi. So Gibbs making some moves early. Tyler Gibbs
cheated a little bit there. Sam Gaynor, one of our big names, way in the back of the pack. So he's got some work cut out for him on that TLD gas Steve Sims Racing ride. But up to the front here, they are at the top of the hill. Nice big table. Sinai and Crate. Who was that? Was third
Gibbs,
spot? Was that Gibbs? Sorry about that, Cal. Good job on the Gibbs right there. Team PRMX backing him up.
Oh, look at
Gibbs certainly doesn't have a problem getting the starts.
No.
He's getting the starts.
Yeah, he just needs a little bit more fitness to ride this class. I feel like this class is a very intense right through. He's been riding the 450 a lot in the spring, so maybe it just needs a few more motos under the belt there. There's Piccolo.
Yeah, and I think McNabb was behind him, correct?
Yes.
No, McNabb's just in front, sorry. McNabb's
he just made the pass.
Up. Yeah, so there was McNabb right there. Is that Ward? That's Ward, my fault. So Tanner Ward is ahead. I thought that was McNabb. Obviously the exact same 22 Fox gear.
Gibbs having a little bit of an issue in that inside there, Galdi. Big bumps as he's got the young buck 212 Racine on him.
And Ward, the experience, going to try that outside liner, trying to zap 2, maybe take it 2. Noah's getting neither one, maybe down the inside. There's going to be a lot of dive bomb passes, Kyle, here today.
That's a pass. Nice move. Look at right around the outside, too. Now he's on Gibbs.
So McNabb is back there. Sorry, I was just looking for the 18, so he's in about 10th right now.
Ooh, sweat there.
Wow, big hole down at the bottom of that part of the track. So,
he made the pass.
We
lost Gibbs. Did we lose Gibbs?
Okay. No,
he's right. Yeah, he dropped back. So Gibbs
he made a big mistake there. Yeah, so Gibbs drops 3 spots there. Amiot and Racine getting as well. Now we're up to the big booter. Does anybody pull the trigger?
Oof, this thing's huge.
Looks like Crate was able to do it. None of the rest of the guys. So it was getting hard for the 250Fs in practice here, and it's obviously come out getting a little bit choppier as they come up to it, so it might be hard.
Gibbs down there in this corner in this lockoff cam. So having a bad lap there. He had a great start.
Sinai pulling away. Yeah. Crate in second by himself. Ward, Racine, Amiot. There's Canella. There's Piccolo. And we still have not seen McNabb. So McNabb having not a very good first lap here, Cal.
Yeah, the biggest thing is looking at lap times from practice. Canella not having a great practice here, but a good start is going to help him. He needs to get up with the likes of Tanner Ward, who's moving forward. And this is awesome to see William Crate sitting in a solid second after first lap.
We've seen here before, too. Jeremy Provenos got a thing up here, and Jason Benny one year got on the podium. So
yeah. There he goes, Piccolo.
Look at this. Piccolo right around the outside of Gibbs. Outside of Canella. My fault. That was Marco Canella making the pass right there. So Piccolo trying to make moves early on. And you got to think that's going to frustrate Canella. These kids are kind of abusing him, if you will, out here.
Yeah, trying to rebound after that bad crash. He hasn't. Oh! Thank you very much. I thought
Canella almost gets him back.
Yeah, wow. I got close there. These guys working their way back. I don't see McNabb on this cam here. Didn't see him. Oh, sorry, you pointed out Ryder McNabb in 17th, Galdi.
Okay, so the 18, the red plate right now has got a lot of work ahead of him.
My question to you is, it's math time already? Are we doing math 2 laps in?
No, we're not going there yet. We're not going there yet, but obviously Piccolo would have the lead swap on this one, but there's a long ways away. But now it's that period of time. We kind of talked about it earlier on in the season at Walton when we saw him win the very first moto, and then the second one he was way back. Had a bit of a a young kid moment, if you will.
Yeah.
This now, he's got the red plate. Is this where is he going to be able to control? But look at Piccolo there making that pass. Though Amiot maybe around the outside. Is he going to give it back?
Oh,
look at that line there.
Wow. That's rough there.
Yeah, and it's only going to get worse. But yeah, now we're going to see what kind of veteran-esque inside of McNabb has right now, because it's all about cleaning it up right now. He's just got to clean up this first lap issue, because the guy, his rival, he's ahead of him about 10 spots.
Yeah, so looking at the lap time there, 2:49. He obviously had a crash there. He's just behind Gibbs, who also crashed. So those guys having rough first laps. But look at this. Amiot fighting back. Good to see Amiot up front here. But there, Sinai up into the corner. Crate riding well. There's Tanner Ward. And then the youngster of Sebastian Racine, still an intermediate rider. He's just in front of Piccolo.
Now, I was thinking too, watching practice, and even myself, I got to ride here this week. And, look at Racine was able to pull the trigger on that. So young intermediate rider Racine able to jump. And then another rider in the back.
Yeah.
See that, though? They come up just, man, that's scary. I had zero thoughts of trying to jump that this week. There are a couple guys who are like, oh, you're going to jump that Goldie? I'm like, no.
You were on the 450 as well.
Yeah, no, I'm staying low to the ground. I get up there, the wind, my belly is like I went sail. It slows me down when I get up that high.
You like scrubbing it.
There we go. There we go. Up to the lead pack right now. There it is. Team Green, Hearts Canada Thor, Hubert Motorsports, Kawasaki, Darren Sinai. Whoa.
Oh, a little bit of a stall.
A little bit of a slow spot right there. But Sinai, this is what he needs. Piccolo back there, little point saying he's still in the hunt in this thing. He's about 20 back. So there's possibility there, but it's going to be interesting to see how he can pull that together. Great. There goes Piccolo now, just behind this action. Piccolo going to try to make that pass.
Yeah. To be honest with you, Galdi, looking at these guys out front, and Sinai is 5.6 seconds out. The only guy in this pack that I feel has the mojo to pass and get up to him is maybe Piccolo.
That's right, and we just saw off camera here, you'll see the next time we get him on screen, Piccolo has made the pass by Sebastian Racine to get himself into that fourth spot. I love seeing this. William Crate, Husqvarna, and FXR backing him up here. This kid's parked right beside me in the pits, and just a great family, a great kid. And let's see if he can hang on. It'd be great to see him up there, talk to him on the podium.
Yeah, this is great here as they come up the hill.
Ward, look at that. Piccolo has made that pass, Kyle.
So Piccolo up into that fourth spot there, Galdi. Now he's got Tanner Ward, another title threat. Obviously, Ward slipping back a bit after Sandali's performance, but he's going to look to try to gain some points.
I like this outside line here, guys. There is some options. It's funny how it didn't develop really on the amateur side of things, but the pro guys making more lines out of the track out here, so giving options for these guys. But here we go, Ward right over the back of Crate. Ooh, Crate getting a little bouncy. Ward maybe going to make a pass up the inside here, Kyle.
Oh, look at that. Nice line by Crate to hold down.
Oh, Ward probably could have been a little more bossy there and left it open.
Yeah, coming down here.
Oh, there it is.
Squeezed him out, but look at Piccolo.
He's going to get both, maybe. He's going to get one for sure. Piccolo slicing and dicing right now, Kyle.
That's impressive there to the Sky Racing KTM. He's got an outside line.
We lose him behind the trees. Piccolo not able to make. Oh, he's going to go wide here. Not a lot of time to see too many guys. Wow. Kyle, look at this. Did he get the pass? You better believe he did. Whoa, side by side. Look at the action here, Kyle. This is amazing. Look at this now. Ward back on the outside. Are they going to try the big jump? Piccolo pulls the trigger. Oh, wow. Does he ever come up short here, Kyle?
That one hurt. But he makes that pass.
Going for it. Just hanging it out there. Young Jacob Piccolo, Sky Racing, Fox Canada, backing him up. Going for the launch. This kid is on fire. Look at him. Watch the biker. He's just going to float now.
I'm watching these lap times when they get out of the stripe here. 2:27 last time for Piccolo. He was fastest by over 2 seconds.
The red plate of McNabb, 15th. Didn't do much damage on that lap right there, Kyle.
Yeah,
so
and his lap time at 2:33. He's 6 seconds off of Piccolo's pace. That's not good.
McNabb has got a ton of work to do, so we will find the 18 on there, and we'll keep the tabs on him. But you're watching Moto number 1. Look at this. Here's Canella now trying to get around the young hotshot.
Canella's back in the picture. That's good to see.
All right, Canella trying that outside line now. No, not getting the drive on Racine. I like the fight in Racine. Usually you see the kids, they kind of open it up and make it easy, but no, they're not making it easy right here. Canella trying an outside line now. Scrub gets the power of the ground. The MX-101's going to make the pass. There he goes. Shuts the door.
Nice low line there. It's almost a rut that Canella took. He didn't scrub it, but he just stayed lower to the ground. So nice pass by the MX-101 Yamaha. I'm going to see if he can try to claw his way back up to a podium. This would be a great moto back after his crash.
And we missed that pass too. Sorry, we saw Tanner Ward. We did get it. So we got ahead of
2:26 for Piccolo.
Crate, so.
He's 3 seconds faster than our leader.
Okay, so he's going to climb in, but look at this. the anchor. He's hooked it into the back wheel. Tanner Ward is seeing the lines of Piccolo's losing, and he's putting it on him. Yep. And this is what we've kind of seen with Piccolo a little bit. If you can stick with him, it kind of rattles him. So if Ward can realize that, and there it is, look at this. We finally got a shot of our red plate. This is 12th position he's sitting in, Kyle.
Yeah, so he's moved up about 5 or 6 spots. But, man, he has a lot of room to make up here. He's in behind McNabb, about 3 seconds behind. Oh, sorry, McNabb's behind Gaynor, about 3.5 seconds. So he's going to try to catch the Gas Factory team rider, Sam Gaynor.
Looks to be about a 15-second-ish gap to about top 5. So lots of work to go as we get back up to that battle, the 46 and the 36 of William Crate right now. And Crate's still doing a good job, but getting a little bit swallowed up here after a few more laps. Yeah, you're looking at lap times at 2:33. He's still sitting in the top 5. That's just not going to cut it here. These guys are knocking off seconds per lap as this track gets beat in. We've seen a lot of water laid down. So now the lines are forming, and these guys are just getting faster and faster. All right, so Sinai, Piccolo, Ward, Crate, Racine, top 5.
Here goes. Around the outside. Good job there, Goldie.
Wow. Nice Great pass for Canella. So that's going to put him up into that 4th position. The MX-101 FXR Yamaha 22 version gear out there as well, and none of them pulling the cork on that jump and that shot right there on the lock-off camera. So obviously hard enough to stop the best riders in these classes right now. Yeah, it's a lot to get over on 250. The 450 guys, there's a good half the field that does it, maybe half the field that doesn't. But right now, the man of the hour, the number 157, Darian Sinai, and this is the first time we got a glimpse of his pure speed right out of the gate. He's been able to get good starts, but had issues going through. So this time he is holding it down. He comes by at a 229 flat. Let's see what Piccolo's at. Piccolo 228. So got a little bit, but still a 5-second gap. Yeah. 5-second gap there. Ward 228.7. Canella 229. Crate 233. Amiot Racine going backwards here, Kyle. Racine back to 7th spot right now. Yeah. And Amiot jumping up there. So it looks like Racine had a bad lap. Maybe a tip over there, a stall. Dropping back a bit with that 236. And McNabb has picked his way up. Oh, man, he just crossed. He's inside the top 10. There he is in 10th. Wow. So McNabb is on the gas right now at 228, doing the same speed as the top guys right now. So the 18, our red plate holder right now, is making waves to the head of that pack right here, Kyle. Yeah, so he's got 10 seconds to the next guy, though, and that's Mackay and Bennick who are in a battle there for that 8th, 9th spot. You're going to have to, it's early on here to put a capper on what he can get to, but 6th, 7th spot looks to be something like maybe it can happen. Oh, just off camera here, just behind where we're sitting, Gal, the Daniel Emor pushing his Sky Racing bike off, so he is out of this moto, the number 39 on that Yamaha. But back up here, there's our leader going through, and look at this, now the shot of our red plate. So you can tell our leaders were just kind of coming in to the section. You'll see them there, yeah, right there. Our leaders are right in that turn below there. There's Racine, there's that. So that's 7th spot where you see. So he's got some time to make this happen. I can see him. We know how fast this kid is. And William Crate, I think he can get 5th. I really do think that McNabb's got the speed and the talent to get 5th. Would that be the proper amount of points to kind of keep him in the game? I would say that would be the topper, and that would be a definite fixing the damage. The damage. So there it is. So Ryder McNabb, Honda Canada, GDR Fox, 22 gear out there right now. The number 18 is making hay while the sun is shining, cheering on. Look, there's team captain Digger right there, waving, clapping his hands, saying, "Come on, kid, let's do this." And he's doing exactly that. So Sinai, Piccolo, Ward, Canella, Crate, Amiot, Racine. Laid into that. Sorry to cut you off again. He just laid into that berm there. He's flying out here, Goldie. He's just impressive to watch this kid go. Look at him. Outside lines everywhere. I love seeing that stuff, just carrying the speed. Still, not able to do that jump. So as I was saying, Racine 7, Bennick, Mackay, you're watching 10th place right there. Oh, man, he's closing in on that pack. There's a pack of 3 there. He's going to swallow them up before halfway, Kyle. Yeah, so Racine, Bennick, and Mackay right there in his wheelhouse. Oh, it looks like Bennick down. Oh. So he's going to get that. That's an easy pass for McNabb as he moves up to 9th. Wow, okay. So Sinai, Piccolo, and Ward just crossing our finish line right now as we're looking at the battle for, that is Mackay and Racine. And look at, he's right there. So that is for 7th and 8th right there, Mackay and Bennick. So, man, this kid is just tearing up. Let's see what this lap time is here, Kyle. Last time was the fastest on track. 2:28. 2:28 fastest on track. 2:27, the fastest lap on track. Okay, the 18 he's pushing. He is pushing. Yep. And championships are won on your bad days, Goldie, and that's what he's doing right here. There. Wow. That was 10 seconds a lap before. That's 4 seconds now. Wow. Okay, Sinai that time losing another second to Piccolo on that lap. So Piccolo once again still finding that groove here in this moto. And we are on lap 6. And you got to figure 2:29 is 2.5 minutes. It's only going to be about a 12-lap race, maybe 11-lap race here.
Yeah, it's not going to be too much. Well, it just doesn't feel that mentally is what it's different. You're still out there for the same amount of time. It's just the laps aren't. You mentally get fatigued when you're doing 17, 18 laps of the same lines and same track. So these guys are just a little bit longer of a lap this week. And look at Piccolo closing this gap massively. It was 4 seconds at the stripe. It's 2 seconds now.
Easy there, yeah. So Jacob Piccolo pushing hard right now in a Sky Racing KTM. Fox Canada backing him up, chasing down the Team Green Parts Canada Thor of Sinai. Wow, that outside. These kids love the outsides.
Yeah, around the outside.
They're not, as they say, the kids they're too gamers these days. These kids, they like the outside. They play outside well.
No uncorked there. No Piccolo backing off too. So these guys, we've seen it a lot on Instagram this week. These guys hawking this all week long in practice. But comes to race, I think the conditions changed.
Well, they made a little bit of a change to the roll-in coming down. They were trying to make it so the guys could kind of pop and jump into the valley to get more speed, and they ended up making it pop a little too high, some of the riders said. So it took, they tried to fix their momentum and ended up taking it away. So there you can see right there the 4:50 start, only 36.5 minutes away here. So lots more action. Look at this. Kyle just off screen as well. Another Yamaha getting pushed off the track there. Quinn Amiot having a rough go. Well, he actually blew a bike up in practice as well.
That gives McNabb a spot right away because he was up in that 5th spot there.
That's correct, yeah. So McNabb up to 8th now and closing fast on Mackay and Racine.
Halfway board is out, Galdi, so we're only halfway through this, and Piccolo has gained a lot of time there, a 2:28 to a 2:30 for Sinai. So Sinai has some heavy pressure coming from the Sky Racing KTM of Jacob Piccolo.
Wow. These kids are so fast out here. Sinai, 25 years old. Piccolo, 17. McNabb, 15. And here's McNabb there. He's got 2 spots just in front of him.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, you got to figure by the end of this lap he's going to get these 2, and that will put him up to 6th place.
Yeah, so there it is. Racine and Mackay right in front of the young McNabb. So they get down the bottom of this hill, the GP section here.
I'm not going to lie, man. I mean, Tanner Ward is up 4:10. He's about 17 seconds ahead of this gap where McNabb is, but like 4th place is not that far ahead for this kid the way that he's cutting the laps right now.
He's way faster.
He was only Piccolo was faster than him on that lap. So, but as you can tell, Piccolo cruising right now, the Sky Racing KTM Cal. I love what I'm seeing out of Jacob. Every time we watch him ride, it just seems like he gets more mature, more methodical, and just keeps getting smarter as a young racer out there. It's very impressive to see the changing as we're watching him go around the track.
Yeah, it's impressive, and it's almost like Sandali just didn't agree with his riding style. He didn't have the flow he wanted, and you could tell in the result. And this week, he looks like a completely different rider. Like you watching him in his hot lap, he was just so dialed in with the track and the bike, and he's flipping and flopping around these jumps and able just to put the bike where he wants it to go. And right now you see in the foreground here, we got some lappers coming up, so that could get interesting real quick.
And that outside line, once again, he's making it work. They're closing it right in. And you got to also think now, where can he make the pass? It is a little tough to pass out there. The big, long straights and the 180 turns, a lot of inside lines. So it'll be interesting to see where a setup can be made. But he's got options because he is changing his lines compared to what you're seeing out of Sinai.
Yeah,
Ward's still in the picture here, too. He's not that far back.
Yeah, he lost a bit of time in the last 2 laps, but I think that's just because Piccolo put it in overdrive here, and he's caught up to our leader, Sinai, as they work past that old finish line there, Galdi, into the Royal Distributing straightaway.
Okay. So, Sinai, Piccolo, right there. Oh, I'm sorry, but that was off screen right behind us. I came up very short. Felt it in my body on that one right here, but here those guys coming up to that section. Outside, inside, Piccolo going to try to stab. No, nothing there. The momentum around the outside for Sinai. And there they go right past the booth one more time. That is lap 8 in the books. And Sinai basically matching the pace of Piccolo now that he's caught him here, Kyle. So kind of cool. Maybe the veteran says, okay, I can see he's pushing hard, but I've got a little bit left in the tank.
Yep, he's going to pick it up. So
Canella coming by at a 2:31. He's 8 seconds behind Ward. This is where we're interested to see now as they come across the stripe. Crate, Racine, and McNabb. There it is right here on screen. So McNabb able to get 1 out of the 2 on that lap, getting by Mackay. But he's up into that 7th spot.
They've caught up to Crate at the same time.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 in the barrel there. We see Crate getting into that national section. He's heading towards the back there. We're going to see these guys jump onto your screen. There it is, Racine and McNabb.
Yeah, you got to figure that the top is 5th place here, Kyle, for McNabb getting up to 5th, and that definitely limits damage. And of course, if Sinai can maybe hang on to it, that's another 3 points stolen from Piccolo's lead. So the 2 to 5 spot, that's a 7-point swing. So
yeah, look at this up the inside, getting creative out there.
Just seeing him trying to find the rut to pull up the hill there. I love watching those guys. But here we are back to that action right now. So McNabb really pushing the envelope here. Going outsides, insides, all over the place. Look at this now.
Here it is.
Is he going to try to the inside here? Yes, he does. Will he make it work? Whoa, they meet pretty simultaneously right there, but nothing happened. Look at where McNabb is going here.
You know what?
Oh my God, does he make that pass?
Oh.
Wow, I thought he was going to make that work.
His creativity on the bike is, second to none out here. He's the only one that we've seen in this first swing of the series that is able to take any line and make it work. And if it doesn't work, he'll learn from it and he'll take it somewhere else.
Wow, Ryder McNabb showcasing that you do not follow in this sport if you want to make something happen here, kids. That is for sure. Back up to the lead now, Piccolo right on the wheelhouse. And look at this line here in Sinai. The berm is blown out. They're able to kind of wiggle his way through that double berm section right there. So very cool to see. Look at that. Oh, he got him. There's the pass. Honda Canada GDR Fox up into that 6th spot, and there's Crate right in front of him, Kyle.
Yeah, so Crate right there, and that's going to put him up into the top 5 if he makes that pass.
Canella not that far ahead of him, but back up to the lead right now. Sinai in control on that Team Green Kawasaki, Parts Canada, Thor, Huber Motorsports leading the way here. And yeah, Kyle, we're starting to wind it down. And as fast as Piccolo caught him, he hasn't been able to do anything with it.
No, he caught him real quick there. He had about a 5 second, but we might have missed a mistake out of Sinai where he just made one mistake. He's back to the pace he was going. Because we look at the lap times now, he's the faster guy out of the two.
There he goes. So the veteran of Sinai picking it up right now. And McNabb, like I said, he's up into that 6th position now. So we'll see when they get swapped out here. But up to that top section. This section's so fun and so cool to see the crowd all gather. Look at that fence is fully stocked with fans here. The ECAN is alive, is what I was saying all week long. It's great to see, and it's awesome to see spectators back right now, and they're getting a great show here, Kyle.
Yeah, this is an unreal show, and I wonder, watching Piccolo over the last few weekends, it's almost like he tries to break the ride or try to make that pass quick, and then he just runs out a bit of his steam. He goes at a certain level, max heart rate, and then he hits a bit of a wall where we're seeing right now he's not as flowy, not as fast, not as aggressive as he was 2 laps ago.
Maybe that push, I guess, maybe just took a little out of him. He gave him an arm pump, maybe. So many things, but yeah, we've seen that his raw speed is unbelievable. And then, yeah, like you said, just kind of hits this little, gets tangled up in it kind of thing. Or maybe too, Sinai has just picked up his pace. We see that on the lap time. So a great battle right now for that lead. And I like what I see with Sinai. He's kind of doing what McNabb off the outsides and bouncing across things and missing stuff. It's cool to see the way that they're making the track work for them.
Yeah, here's Tanner Ward, not too far in behind this lead battle. He is 7 seconds behind. So, but he's in the he's kind of no man's land right now because he's got 8 seconds behind him is Marco Canella, and there made the pass. He's up in the top 5.
All right, so McNabb all the way from outside the top 20 on lap number 1 up into 5th position. This kid is doing extreme damage control right now, and it is impressive to see. 15 years old, this phenom right now, currently leading the points. That would switch after this moto, but we do have a second moto here, ladies and gentlemen. That is what is so cool about motocross. You can have sort of an off one, and then we give you a second one to fix it, and that is what the 18 is trying to do right now. Pushing our, look at crowd everywhere out here, Kyle. They have drove the fences. They've taken school buses to get in here, and lap traffic. Oh, McNabb. Actually, the lapper tried to get out of the way there, and McNabb went to that outside line.
Yeah, you got mixed up there. Lappers trying to do their best to get out of the way of the lead battle here. So sitting in 5th, he's going to be about 11 or 10 seconds behind Canella. So I think he's going to run out of steam. The only battle we see on track right now is the one on screen, and it's Darian Sinai holding down that top spot, Piccolo into that 2nd spot. So these guys, and that's a fast lap there, just by a smidge by Piccolo. So trading fast laps right now, Piccolo and Sinai.
Yeah, and I got to say, I think the 2-lap board's got to come out next lap here, Kyle. It's got to be coming down. They're doing 2.5-minute lap times. 10 laps right there. That puts you at the 25. So they must have, I bet you they were just fired for that thing right here. So, and then look at this, blue flags waving. There's Captain Darrell right there waving the flags. That's the other thing with lappers here. There's not a lot of options for them to get out of the way. Yep. So this could really come into play for Piccolo. See which one gets it worked out better.
Yeah, getting close now. Piccolo pulling up the backside there. You catch him in the wrong spot, and it's trouble. I know you race this week. Are you seeing lines that shape during amateur, or are these completely different lines than what this week was like?
They look like they're the same, but they're just so much faster. These guys are carrying so much more speed into them. But like right here, for instance, we were kind of always going where Piccolo went, but the Sinai line, it just looks like they're carrying so much speed that it got built around that whole outside. And we even saw McNabb go the next level outside of that. So kind of about the same stuff, but way more flowy and definitely carrying a lot more speed out here for this pro guys.
Yeah, these downhills look really tricky. How they're off camber, they're turning, they're braking, the braking bumps, and then try to get to the bottom and get your speed up to get up the next hill. So these guys navigating, and I like what they're going. You just see them, glimpse of them jumping through those ruts. Sinai running a good race, but now Piccolo, another charge here. Let's see what he's got.
I think Sinai, look at that, he kind of moves over and sort of blocks that line. That right there about is the setup. I think the only spot where they might be something different, where Piccolo's got a chance, but he's got to get way closer, Kyle.
Yeah, so Piccolo, Sinai going by that big double. We're going to see those 450s launching that thing. 250s not able to do it too much today. We've seen Piccolo going for it, casing it. So now these guys backing off the throttle, just doing the scrub.
All right, so Sinai on the green machine, the Orange Brigade, Sky Racing KTM. Here we go. We got about I got to say the 2-lap board is coming out. I think it's in the hands of our referee. Yes, I believe it is. So here we go. Next time around, it'll be 2 laps to go, Kyle. We're going to see what this Piccolo kid is made of. And think about it. As it stands right now, I'll do the old math thing in my head here. 5th place is 16 points. 2nd, 22. That's 4. That's a 6-point swing for Piccolo, which would give him a 3-point lead, right?
Yep.
But if he gets this pass on Sinai, that would give him a 6-point lead. That would be huge as far as points go. So if I was the guy on the pit board, I'd be going to say, you want this, you need this, you have to take this pass.
Points. Let's go. So Sinai up the hill here, and he is Sinai sitting in that 4th position. He is 8 points behind Tanner Ward, so there's some motivation to hold him off as well. And we know he wants to get that win. Get another Moto win in the book. We've seen it early on in the at Walton there.
All right, so back up into that section where the blue flags are waving. Darrell is all over it right now. Lapper's doing a great job getting out of the way. Good job, Mikel Savard looking over there, getting out of the way, making sure they give lots of room for the boys to get by. Piccolo, he got through quick too, Kyle. So good job by the Lappers and the blue flag right there.
When I look at Piccolo come up that hill, it looks like he's a bit gassed, though. He's not as feisty as he was, halfway through this moto. So it's everything. Empty the tank right now. Get those 3 extra points, because he's got to know that McNabb's a little bit farther back. He didn't pass him. He didn't battle with him. So he's got to know he's back.
So and McNabb just put in another 228.9 that last lap. So a very outside shot that he could get up to Canella here with 2 laps to go.
Yeah.
It was 5 seconds faster that lap. He's only 7 behind, so we'll see on that one. But on screen, the battle is hot here with a lap and a half to go here, Kyle. And like I said, this next section coming up is, good job by the guys that go out wide there around that rider down. But this is the only spot I could see something different, that Piccolo has a chance coming into this turn, but he's not near close enough.
Yeah, we've seen him jump this big jump earlier. Maybe he's going to line it up where he has a chance to leap right over Sinai, but it's just been tricky because you don't want to line that up if the guy's going to scrub into your line.
Oh, Lappers right there. Sinai, no way. I thought Piccolo was going for it. He looked like his helmet was carrying lots of speed, but no, he shuts it down. Very impressed with Darius Sinai right now. The way Piccolo caught him, you got to think it's always hard for a rider. There's no way you can't not see him, right? You know he's coming. You hear the bike, all that kind of stuff. Look at this. Piccolo finally taking that line that Sinai's taking there. So, lap and 3 turns to go here, Kyle. This is intense here. The young kid all over the veteran of Sinai.
Yeah, this is going to get good real quick here.
I thought that was a pass right there, but that's Wyatt Kerr right there. I saw green. I'm like, he's got him, but no. That was Wyatt Kerr, the lapper.
Too easy, eh?
Yeah, that was an easy one. Okay, so here we go. White flag coming out for Darius Sinai. 1 lap to go. A little bobble right there. Here we go. Can Piccolo do it here, Kyle?
There we go. Leaping into the section, Galdi. Very tricky to get over that all the way on a 250. And it's within a second. These guys have been battling for the last half of this race. Sinai launching up into this national section here. And Piccolo trying to find that extra little bit of energy, extra little bit of speed to get around him.
All right, Sinai has just got to be perfect. He's been perfect every lap of this race. He got the roadshooting.com hole shot, led it from the onset. But the Piccolo train is pushing hard. Coming up, scrubbed it so much he came up short right there. So here we go. Again, there's not a lot of options here, Kyle. He's going to have to make a bonsai move somewhere down one of these hills.
Yeah, he's going to have to find some speed coming down, much like McNabb was making those passes And it's McNabb 4 seconds behind Canella, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one.
On the last lap. Wow. Wow, McNabb is putting down the hammer. 229s from the first two guys and 229 from McNabb in fifth. So McNabb carrying the speed and carrying the flame. But up front right now, it's all fire behind the number 157 on that team. Great. Look at this. Piccolo trying to inside.
Wow.
He was pushing the envelope there, Kyle. He was trying everything he's got. Look at this up the inside again here, Kyle. Has he got something in the tank? No.
Look at this. He's got the inside line.
Whoa, shutting the door. Sinai. Lap traffic going to take that line away.
Oh,
Sinai playing extra defense.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Piccolo. Wow,
Mistake.
Not a very good move on. But that was Piccolo's fault. That was not a lap. He went wide there to make it work and got bit by the traffic.
Yeah, he
so
needed
Sinai
to follow
now
suit
got
there.
a little bit more comfort.
Look at this, though. Piccolo's not done. Great drive through that corner, Galdi.
Man, they just lose themselves in that rut right there. Let's see if Piccolo uncorks it here, Kyle.
He's mad.
This would be the only spot where he can really close it in. And he goes for it. He does. Oh, my. Just barely getting over that obstacle. Gained maybe a bike lane, Kyle. I don't even know if that's worth it. That was
my heart going. He is sending it here. He's got a few corners left. Let's see what he can do. He's got the drive, Galdi. He's caught up that full second that he lost.
He sure did. There's not a lot of room left. That final turn, Kyle, maybe the inside. He was taking something different. No, they changed the same line here. This is it. Here we go. The last straight with a little zigzag to finish off. Piccolo and Sinai. 2 turns to go. I don't think he's close enough. Sinai could just hold inside. No, he goes wide. They both go wide. Here we go. Team Green, Parts Canada Thor, going to grab moto number 1. Darian Sinai, what a finish for the number 157. Great moto. Sky racing number 30, Piccolo. Let's see if we can find some action of the McNabb and Canella battle before we head off to commercial in the podium. Find those guys there.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they
4 seconds back. Right on them coming into that final section, the final turn. We're losing it on camera. Lap traffic. It looks like Canella's going to hang on to it.
There
it is right there. 46 and the 18. Wow.
Oh.
What a finish, ladies and gentlemen. Sinai, Piccolo, and Ward, your top 3. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back with the podium finishers. Welcome back live here, everybody, from round number 6 of the Triple Crown Series. Up on the podium here, we're going to be bringing in Team Green, Parts Canada, Thor rider, Darian Sinai. Darian, got the rotordistributing.com whole shot. Lad, every lap there, we were talking just off camera. He said you tightened up a little bit, but you were able to battle through. It was very impressive because Piccolo caught you real fast, but then you hung on to the end, man. What a great ride. Just give me your perspective.
Yeah, for sure. I know this track's tough to pass on. I could tell in practice I was struggling trying to get around some other riders. So I knew that a start was going to be very important, and we made a couple adjustments to the bike on my throttle, and it was perfect. I ripped the start really good, and from that point I was just trying to control the race. I pulled a little gap right away. I was feeling really good, but then I got pumped up. My arms got pumped up, and I was like, oh no. It was about 10 minutes into the moto, and I could barely hold on. So I was just trying to loosen up. I wasn't pushing. I was just trying to ride real smooth, try to get some of that blood flow back in the arms. Thankfully, a little bit came back, and I could hold on. And so I just fought Piccolo off for that win, and I'm glad I held on to it.
Very veteran-esque. You can fix that in the middle of the morning like that. Awesome, Darius. So now we're going to let you go up and do the podium. And just congrats on that first place ride right there. We'll bring in Tanner Ward, Honda Canada GDR Fox, and get a third in that first moto after kind of a subpar performance at Sandali, I guess it would be. But a great rebound moto by this guy here, Tanner. I was just listening to your live interview there, and you said you got lots left in the tank. So was it one to kind of just sort of fix what happened at Sandali and just kind of get back going? Okay, now I know where I'm at, guys. I got the speed, and we got some more left in that second moto.
Yeah, for sure. I got a lot more left in this next moto. I tightened up in the first little bit. Once Jake got by me, and I didn't want to let him go too far. I knew at the end of the moto I'd have better fitness, but he got pretty far ahead, and then I kind of found a flow, and then I started matching those guys again, and then I'm like, let's go for a push. And as soon as I said that, I didn't hit the next jump and almost crashed. I'm like, let's settle here. Marco wasn't catching me, so yeah, I didn't want to throw it away. So yeah, I got a lot more left in the tank. I'm excited for this next one.
Was there anything late in the moto that you could find that maybe might come in handy later on? I mean, I got to ride the ECAN all week here. It was kind of a one-line thing, but I was watching your teammate rider he got a real bad start. You guys are using a lot of the track. Were you able to find something that could maybe work later on here today?
Yeah, for sure. Just got to be kind of efficient. The track kind of it likes to go randomly, so you just kind of got to be on your toes. And yeah, I found a couple little things that's going to that'll be good for this next moto. And like you said at Walton, I'm a second moto guy.
There it is. Second moto guy, right on, Tanner. Good job here. We'll bring in second spot in that moto. There's Sky Racing, KTM, Jacob Piccolo. Jacob, another heck of a ride out there, kid. And it seemed like you had some mad speed. That raw speed was there, and then almost kind of hit a little bit of a wall halfway through. Just what were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I felt good out there, pretty solid. At the end, kind of got a little tired. I was pushing really hard at the beginning, and I just couldn't quite get I couldn't get quite around Darien, so I was trying some new lines out there, some outsides. They were fast, and I just couldn't quite make it. But I know I'm the fastest guy out there, so we'll get him next moto.
Super impressed. You're like getting this veteran-esque. We talk about it in the TV show. You get going, it gets raw speed, you kind of get that crazy Piccolo thing, but you find ways to settle it down. Is that something you've been kind of just working on, like talking with your dad or even Al or whatever? You're like looking like, hey guys, I got this, I'm just going to settle down and bring it home.
Yeah, for sure. Just, Club MX helped a lot with that, riding with, gnarly fast guys out there, and just, being able to do motos on motos with them, and just, it definitely helps coming to here, and I feel a lot more, obviously I'm a lot more consistent, and yeah, I feel good.
There you go. All right, buddy. We'll let you get back for that second moto. 1, 2, 3. A great ride by these kids. McNabb ended up getting up to 5th. So heading into that second moto, Piccolo would be the red plate holder. But we got another moto coming up, ladies and gentlemen, and the 450s. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Quick commercial break. The 450 moto number 1 coming at you here from Deschambault, the Triple Crown Series.
The only hole shot that anybody got.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Pettis has stole the show there and wore the distributing hole shot.
So here we go, the 450 moto number 1, rotostreaming.com hole shot. Who's going to get it? The boys' chests are getting the bars, are clicking it into gear. The revs are going to get high, and the gate is about to drop for 450 moto number 1. Thompson, Dags, and it's going to be the Dags show. T-Dags with your rotostreaming.com hole shot on the gas.
I was going to call that too. I just felt like
look
at
Dylan Wright actually got a great start. He's right there. Welton did, so I think it might be. No, Pettis is up there, so I think it's Tremblay. Tremblay's the one that got a bad start.
Line here. Pettis trying to make a pass, and Welton almost getting into him.
There you go. So the 5, the 15, or sorry, the 5, the 16, the 15, and the 1 right there.
And the two Welton, title threats right in behind Thompson here. Pettis and Wright making the pass.
Wright already making a stab for the 1, and he got it. The 1 around the 15, Kyle.
Yeah, so he is up there, and we know they're 1 point apart. There's a Marshall Welton and Tim Tremblay just in tow there. So Dylan Wright making moves early, Galdi.
Okay, so the number 1, and we have seen Dylan Wright put in a masterful performance here on the 250 a few years back, so we know this guy. Look at this, he's already going around the 16 here, Kyle, and that's where Dylan Wright went into the creek this morning.
Yeah.
Dylan Wright dumped his bike, went about 5 feet underwater, and he was buried under his bike, so apparently he's not that scared of that section because he just made that pass on the 16.
Was that the section that he went up? Okay,
yeah,
I thought it was the other side of the track because they kind of meet there through a pond, but now, is he riding the bike that went in the pond?
No, he had to switch bikes.
He had to switch,
they did switch bikes. That one was a little wet.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
He wasn't wearing the proper bathing suit when they went riding in the pond today.
I know, when you're in the title hunt, you're not going to want to fish out that bike and then race it during the day with a lot of electrical problems or whatever you might have.
And look at this. Just after the straight where we're standing, Marshall Welton was right on the rear wheel of Wright. He's now like 4 seconds behind him. Dylan Wright is on a tear in the first quarter of this race here, Kyle.
Yeah, so look at that. And look at Pettis right up behind Wright now as Thompson gets shuffled back. Tim Tremblay up there, too. So the KTM squad up in the top 5 again. These guys are great starters here on the orange bikes.
They sure are. So nobody taking that outside line just yet there. And look at that Tremblay. He's made his way around Thompson as well, like you said there. So Thompson having a bit of a bad first
Let's see this
lap right
launch here. The Dag's
no
over
problem.
it.
The Dagger. Dylan Wright. All the 450 guys doing it, no problem.
That's wild.
Wow, in sync on the top 7 guys right there. And Meston rounding it, that top 7. And look at Welton trying to make a move on Thompson now. So there you go, Madags, Wright, Pettis around the outside. Tremblay, Thompson, and there's Welton. Oh, look at Welton carrying the old Mad Skills motocross wheel up there, trying to make something happen. Going to swing right to the wide line. He's going to get the drive. There. Wow, he does get the drive there, Kyle. What a pass by Welton on the green machine.
Yeah, great pass there. He looked like he missed the berm where he wanted to hit, but still able to get into that dry stuff and make that pass. So these guys working their way through. We're going to get some lap times on these guys as they come by the stripe. 2:25 for our leader, 2:25 for second. So 27, 27, 28 for our top 5.
226 was the fast lap in the first couple laps for the 250 guys. So the 250 guys really showing some speed out here. And the 450 guys, you got to think, though, that these guys will hold that lap time a little bit longer, a little more experience, a little more toughness behind them. And there's that crowd that we were talking about.
Yeah.
This is in the middle of the track right now. There's someone cheering on T-Dag. You got to look to see that. Hey, that nice lady clapping for everybody.
Yeah, clapping for everybody. She's a fan of everybody here.
So it is Cobequid, Gas, Callis Moto right now. Tyler Medallia leading the way up into the top, and Dylan Wright, he's there, but he's not really putting the pressure on quite yet. Tyler's really pushing.
And it might be a situation where he's got to this spot. He knows that Tyler's not in this title threat. He's going to take his time. He's going to figure out some lines. Look at this, right around the outside here. Not able to get it done there, Galdi.
Just making a switch, I think. I don't think that line's going to make a pass or going to work, but he might as well just check it out and go search some things right now to find out if he needs it for later on, because you know that his speed has been ahead of Tyler's all year long, so you got to think that pass is going to happen. There he's trying the inside line, but Tyler right now is such a great defense player, and of course loves hitting. Look at that outside cut down on Tyler right there. What a line!
Now Pettis all over the backside of Wright, so this closing the gap here. Wright's going to want to make that pass here.
I've seen this line work before. No, Tyler Medallia playing great defense. Love to see it, Kyle.
Yeah, the gas riding well right now. Whole shot, he's leading the way. He's got Wright all over him as they get ready for this monster double.
And you got to think Pettis is loving this right now, kind of being held up a little bit, Dylan Wright. So Pettis able to jump right in. Look at this. He's right on it. He might be able to put a wheel in there and kind of say, hey, like stab a pass on Dylan Wright here without him even knowing.
Yeah, so they're looking for this as they get back towards that old finish line there. And Marshall Welton all over the backside of the number 777.
Oh, Dylan almost doubling out of that turn. I was watching that in practice. I was wondering if the boys on the big bikes would be able to pull that off. So Dylan Wright finding another little line out there, but Tyler Medallia kind of stretched it. He's got about another 2-3 bike.
Man, he's riding awesome. We've seen this in the second moto at Santa Lee, the speed. He was in second. Fuel pump, like we talked about, halfway through the moto, let go. But he's finding his groove now, and this is something that he had early in the spring. He was riding the AMA Nationals, riding top 15 pace, and now he's out here leading the way. And this could be a podium if, he can withhold some pressure here early on.
Look at the top 5 times right there, Kyle. 26, 25, 25, 25, 25.
Oh.
These guys are laying down the wood right there. And the fastest out of them all was the 5.64, I guess it is. So if Jess Pettis.
They're all within like a tenth of a second.
Yeah, 10th of a second right there. Wow. These guys are setting a torrid pace. Look at this here. 3 abreast going into the top. The fans are loving every minute of it here. The Triple Crown Series is delivering. Here's the Creek Pass. No, Dylan Wright, Tyler Medallia playing good defense right there. Once again, the 5, the 1, and the 15. 1, 2, and 3 right now, currently on lap number 3 of Moto number 1.
Yeah, these guys going through the paces early on here. And, man, I'm just super impressed with the number 5. We've seen him ride awesome here in the past, but, man, the talent they have in this 450 class, especially these 2 right behind him, he's doing wonders out here.
Yeah, so the 5, former 2-time 250 champion Tyler Medallia, searching for lines out there. Dylan now up the inside. Dylan's searching, but nothing seems to really kind of give him an edge here, Kyle. He's going out, he's going in, but nothing really seems to give him an edge. And Tyler is just, his exit is beautiful about all these turns, and he's really exiting well. Yeah. The entrance nice and solid, but really getting the drive. Look at pulling another bike right there.
And then now Pettis pulls up the backside again. So Wright struggling with these ups and downs here. He's fast through this section, though.
Here's a question for you, Kyle. With the way that looks like the exit is coming for Tyler, he may be running the scoop. Dylan Wright maybe not running the scoop.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Some guys sacrifice with a 33 or running that scoop tire. So maybe Dylan is sticking with the 33. A Dunlop is a big one that these guys use. So maybe that is what it is, and that exit is where he's losing a little bit. But right here is where it would work the best in that hard pack stall.
Now Welton up into that 4th here. He passed Tremblay, so Tremblay slipping back to 5th. Welton not too far off this lead battle, and he's been riding some fast laps here. But look at Pettis now putting a charge in.
Pettis really shining right now. Looking to maybe make a pass on the outside here. No, doesn't get the drive. I like the crisscrossing in the lines right here. The scrubbing, in sync scrubbing. In this line here, they got to kind of tuck in with each other. There's nothing else they like to do. This rut, look at how deep it's getting. Tyler's got both legs off the bike right there, but they're both going wide. Wild to see this. Never once, well, actually, I should say, I hit that line once my whole like 6 motos or 4 motos, whatever I did. And these guys are doing it every lap. Love to see the amount of speed. It's such a climb that these guys are doing in there. Go back to the lap times, 226.0 for Tyler, 225.9 226.0, 225 Welton, 225.8 for Welton. He's the fastest on track now.
Oh, yeah, so Welton just a titch faster than these guys here. Let's see what goes on. It's a nice consistent lap time for Tyler Medaglia, 226 flat. Just hanging in there tough with these guys. He's got the conditioning, too, so if he can keep stringing together good laps, this could be his best moto. But he has got the red plate at number 1 all over that rear wheel of the gas machine.
All right, so rounding out let's get a little rundown here. We got Tyler Medaglia and Dylan Wright on screen right there, 1-2. Jess Pettis, Welton, Tremblay, top 5. Cole Thompson, Keelan Meston, Sean Moffenbauer, Liam O'Farrell, and Parker Eels, top 10. Yannick Boucher, Ryan Derry, Troy Horbity, Taylor Ciampacini, Gabriel Tremblay, top 15. Ethan Ouellette, Derek Ham, look at this. And he's got it. Dylan Wright's made the pass. Honda Cannon and GDR Fox to the lead, Kyle.
Yeah, nice pass right around the outside. Just had a better drive, but Tyler wants to answer back. Nice little move there by Tyler trying to sneak up the inside. Not enough, though.
All right, so now we're going to see if Dylan Wright can check out. Look at this. He's already kind of put some distance between him and Pettis as well. And Welton, he was the fastest rider on track that last lap around. So we'll see if the number 2 can maybe push forward. And you got to think that both the 15 and the 2, they need to get the 5.
Yeah.
Right there.
And it looked like Pettis didn't have a great lap or like half lap there. Now Welton is up in the picture. He's zoned in on the number 15.
And look at this. Welton going to the outside, making the outsides work like what he was watching with McNabb.
Yep.
So the outside lines are usable out here. You just got to find them and make it happen. And Welton being one of the guys trying.
Yeah, so Welton has gained a lot of time on our leaders here. But Wright making that pass at the right time as he's going to have a nice little buffer here with Medaglia and Pettis just not matching the lap time. Welton is just on fire right now. We're going to see him come by the stripe. You got to think that Wright and Welton are about the same time this time around.
Yeah, Welton right now really cruising, really getting that power down on the ground. Good on the Team Green, Kawasaki, Huber Motorsports, Pillars, Honda Canada, GDR Fox right now leading the way of the Cobequid, Gas, Callis Motorsports. Then it is the factory KTM Red Bull Polo ride of Jess Pettis. And then the factory Kawasaki Team Green ride of Welton. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, look at that lap time from Dylan Wright.
Yeah, that's the fastest on track by far, 2:24.2. He is flying out there right now, but in behind, lurking Welton running a quick lap. He's gained a lot of time, 1.5 seconds there, Goldie.
Okay, so Welton right now setting a second and a half slower than Welton, but almost a full second faster than everybody else on track. So Dylan Wright, as he likes to say, dropped the hammer on that lap there in a 2:24 to put himself up into a 2.5 second lead. But here's the battle on screen, the 15 right now, all over the back end of the 5, up the inside here. Kyle, can he make it work?
Yeah, he's going to want to make that pass because he knows the green machine is right there. And he needs to make that first move on Tyler Medaglia, create that buffer because we know Welton. He's rolling right now. And look at this. Right around the outside here, Galdi. He's searching, much like McNabb in that 250 class. Searching for lines.
Trying something out right there. Pettis wide. Medags inside. Welton inside. Going here, dropping down in there. That line right there. Wow, that's a huge kicker coming down that hill with these guys.
Yeah, massive as they skip up there. Hop, skip, and a jump up that hill. It's getting rough here, Galdi.
So now Welton's got to be conscious. He's got to try not to fall into the pace of these guys as Dylan Wright is just pulling away here, Kyle, really setting a pace that no one else can match.
Yeah, and it's, your Pettis, you got to think, hey, I got to get around. I got to get back to the speed I had early in this moto and track down the number 1 because only 1 point separating them.
Here's the Piccolo line. Does he make it work? Trying the outside on T-Dags. Side by side, T-Dags shutting the door. Whoa! T-Dags on the inside. Wow, what a battle going on right here. Neither one of them making any moves, but T-Dags playing the defense.
Yeah, great move there by Pettis trying to mix up lines, make new lines, but not enough to get around the number 5.
And Welton kind of lost a little bit of time there, now kind of closing it back in. As we'll sit to the next camera view, Medag's up the inside, Pettis are on the outside. Man, I am super impressed with McDaglia right now. Love seeing the old dog showing the new tricks.
Yeah, he's unreal out here right now. Obviously, just
look at this, though.
Matching the pace. Look at that nice pass by Pettis up into the second. Now, Welton, he's going to want to answer this right away and get by Medaglia so he doesn't lose any touch of the number 15.
No, 100%. Dylan Wright has checked out, just crossing the finish line for Wright on lap 6, and he drops the hammer to a 2:25, 2:26 for Pettis. Welton and Welton at 2:26, so Welton needs to make this pass, like you said, Kyle. He's got to do it right now.
Yeah, look at, he's searching here. He's searching for lines, trying to make it work. Just funnels up there, that top of that hill.
Oh, does he got him here? Maybe we lose him just for a second up the inside. Welton, he's got it. He's going to make the pass. He's going to push it wide. Oh, the 5 hangs on. They're side by side. They're touching. Lap traffic in the way. Look at this. He's got it. Welton, what a pass right there. Actually, they weren't as close as we thought. The camera angle, they're making it look even more action-packed coming into your living room.
Yeah, so there we go. Welton into that 3rd spot. Now he's going to look up the track, see where that 15 got to.
Now we're going to see if who can match the pace of Medags. Everybody's got a bit of a clear track. Sorry, not Medags, sorry, Dylan Wright. They got a bit of a clear track, but Dylan Wright, wow, what has he got there? 4 seconds. Looks like it's even more on camera right here, but we're going to see if Welton can make some moves. Welton was feeling good in practice today. I liked what he saw. He likes the track. He's like, my bike and me. Whoa, was that rider down? Lap rider down. Ooh, that's a bad spot to go down right there.
There's the Medags there, hanging in tough.
And RoyalStrimming.com whole shot went to Tyler Medallia on his gas. So he will collect that. But Wright, Pettis, and Welton right now, that is going to be interesting to see how these guys can climb into this thing. And I like what I see him out of Welton. I feel like he's got a little bit of slipperiness up his sleeve right now, and he's going to try to close that gap and make something happen.
Well, there's Wright just getting up the inside of that step up. Now Welton looking to make some speed up here, make some time. Just stuffed that run a little bit there.
Stood himself up. Little momentum stealer right there on the number 2. God, that's a big jump, Kyle.
Yeah, don't like that.
No.
It's not so bad on the 450, though. We've seen Piccolo hucking on that 250, and the 450 is easy breezy.
Kind of finding that Pettis line here. So they're coming up into that finish line area once again. We're going to check the lap times. But as it stands, Wright, Pettis, and Welton are 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Honda Canada GDR Fox leading the way. The number 1, Dylan Wright, looking to pad that points lead of 1 right now and turn it into a 4-point lead as he clicks by the stripe there, Kyle. Lap 7 at 2:24. Not the fastest lap, but a very good one out there. And Pettis coming by at a 2:26. Welton at 2:27. So, wow. Full 2 seconds slower that lap by Pettis.
Yeah, now Medaglia at 2:32 there, Galdi. So he's just kind of settled in. He's got about an 8-second lead over Tim Tremblay. So kind of got that room. He's going to settle in. He doesn't have much more fight in him. But great early moto here for Tyler Medaglia in this first moto.
All right, so Wright, Pettis, Welton, Medags, Tremblay, top 5. Thompson, Moffenbauer, Meston, Liam O'Farrell, and Parker Eels are inside that top 10. And if you look at the times here, Kyle, as we're just kind of cheating off screen, looking at everything, it's a gap between everybody. There's not a battle going on anywhere within the top 10. Everybody is really spaced out between a lot of times. And I wonder if obviously it's not a roost factor. It's not like we're coming to Walton where you don't like to battle, but it just could be the way everybody's just kind of settling in and unsure where to go right now to find that line and make something happen.
Yeah, and you see him Wright navigating that bottom corner. There's some big bumps when they're trying to turn, so the suspension's just working. But yeah, I'm not sure. It's when you get Dylan Wright out front, he's not coming from behind. He drops the hammer like he says, gets that gap, and that's all he needs is that 6-second gap. He's cruising. As long as lappers don't affect him too much, he's gonna have that one in the bag.
Now look at him jumping this thing. Him and the Honda bike right there are just floating together there as one. No problem for the number 1 Honda Canada GDR Fox. And right now he headed into this moto with a 1-point lead in this championship. Pettis sitting 2nd spot. That would give him a 4-point gap. Unless Pettis can do something here. And we were past the halfway
not
mark,
able to do that double there. I don't know how much time is lost when you don't do the double. It's got to be like half a second.
Yeah, probably a half,
maybe more.
7.8 kind of thing. So Pettis able to get over it there, so he might change a little bit on that lap. But Welton, he's losing a little bit of Pettis, so the boys have kind of all settled in here, Kyle, after really pushing the envelope on those first few laps.
Yeah, they had some heavy pace there for the first 15 minutes. Now we're about 17-minute mark here in this moto, and these guys kind of settle back. As we see Wright going by the crowd, and you got to think that he's a bit of a hometown favorite here. I know he lives in Drummondville now. He lived near Ottawa before, but he's got to get the crowd going.
There's us in the booth right there, back over there in the tent. There's Dylan one more time coming across the stripe. Takes off a 2:26 that lap, so 2 seconds slower for him. And Pettis, 2:26.9, so a little bit slower. Welton, though, at 2:27, so even slower. So, yeah.
Just Moff on screen right now. He's sitting back in 7th spot after a bad
Rockstar, and Moto Saint Césaire is the weekend sponsor, how they get a different sponsor. So that is former pro racer Mark on 10 Jennaru. That is his Yamaha dealership. So very cool to see. I love that, seeing the guys step up for the weekends. That just kind of shows that people enjoy the MX101 program. And it's cool to see a different sponsor each time.
Jennaru brought out Captain Benoit in the pre-mix moto.
Yes,
he had a great ride. Almost won the overall there, with just a mistake right here where Sean is. Cost him the overall against Weston Rosino.
Did he watch the front end on that?
Yeah, he said he just hit some silty stuff and he went down. Last lap, led the whole thing, and there you have it.
That's right. Now it's not championship pressure time like it used to be for me. He probably just laughs it off now.
Yeah, he did laugh it off.
Have
he
a
said,
good chuckle about it, maybe even crack himself a cold one. He can enjoy the rest of the day. He's out here, I'm sure, spectating as we are. We do have the halfway board. So the halfway board was out the last time the boys came around here, Kyle. So we got halfway to go, +2 here in moto number 1 of our 450 class here. And Dylan Wright is still leading the way. Wright, Pettis, Welton, Medad, Tremblay, top 5 at the moment. And you're looking at Sean Moffenbauer on screen, sitting in that 7th position, and Sean is about to, I think, the weekend off after Walton, he's going to get married. He's getting his wedding to his
there you go.
lovely fiance Robin. So congrats to them. A little early congrats, I suppose.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks away.
Very
So on that off week, he's going, as what's my old man said, he's going down a rough path, as my dad would say. He's going down a rough path.
Nah. He's got a moto fiance,
Yeah.
Robin, racing the women's class for years, and living out in BC now.
Kamloops,
So we'll join that. Those guys out there next year, get back out west, and it'd be awesome to get out to BC, Alberta, Manitoba again for the new year. There, Pettis on half seconds back there. I got a question about the halfway board. What is the rule? Is it right at 15, or is it 15 plus 1, then they bring the halfway
Nah,
up?
it's usually right at 15.
Okay.
Right in around that 15 mark, depending on when the guy. But if the guy crossed at 14:30, then I don't believe that he would get it until, say, 17 minutes or something, if you will, kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's usually right at the 15-minute mark is when they try to make sure that the guys see it in and around. So I think that it did come out a little bit later, so they must have crossed at the 15 or 14-minute mark.
7.5 seconds for Wright over Pettis as we're watching Pettis launch down this hill into the national section. Welton slipping a little bit further back there. Galdi 4.6 seconds. So he's T-Dag sitting in that 4 spot. Great ride by the number 5 Gas rider with Tim Tremblay, another old dude there. Yeah, he's slowly gaining on T-Dags. I don't know if he's got enough time to get him, but a little bit quicker lap time.
Yeah, he's got two full seconds there. He's got 7 seconds to make up. Thompson, 6 seconds behind that. Moffenbauer, 7 seconds behind that. Moffenbauer dropping a 2:29 right there. So Moffenbauer having a good lap. So he's closing in on Thompson. He's got a 7-second gap. But like you look down everywhere to go, there's not. You got to go back to 15th and 16th there with Gabrielle Tremblay and Taylor Ciampicini right now to have a 1 second gap between somebody going on.
Yeah.
So everybody kind of just sitting in their pace. And I got to think it's probably because there's so many ups and downs on this thing here, right? Like this section right here, you're battling, pulling on the bike, it's coming up, you're going over the roads, and then going down, it's just chop, chop, chop. The guys are probably getting a little bit fatigued battling that bike. This is a hard track. It doesn't look like a rough track, but it's very deceiving underneath out there.
Yeah, a very challenging track. You raced it all week at the ECAN, so you know firsthand how this track can get a bit of a silty, like a hard base with silty top. It gets a lot of sand corners. They did pound a lot more water to this than they typically would for amateur. Whoa. Pettis losing the back end there on that rut.
Getting around Blair Nada out there. Good job by the number 48. Good job. Blue flags are waving. There's Nick, our friendly French-Canadian, waving that blue flag, doing a good job. Now, Dylan Wright, he's just at the top of that section there. And that still looks like about 7 seconds. I thought maybe Pettis kind of closed it in a little bit there. Lap traffic always plays a small role within these things. And it's again Dylan Wright, Jess Pettis, Marshall Welton, Tyler Medallia, Tim Tremblay. That's your top 5. Thompson, Moffenbauer, Meston, O'Farrell, and Parker Eels. Top 10, Yannick Boucher, Ryan Derry. Ryan Derry having not a bad ride again on his new TLD gas fill-in ride.
Yeah, last week was his best overall finish ever with
10th overall.
10th overall,
Yeah,
so good for him.
Sitting at 12th, Troy Horby, Tommy Dallaire, Gabrielle Tremblay, Taylor Ciampicini, Ethan Ouellette, Derek Ham, Anthony Spadaccini, and Blair Nada was in that top 20. And Anthony Spadaccini right there, I just said his name, he's in 17th.
Now, this is Welton going by the stripe. He is sitting 3rd place right now and dropping back to 2:30. So these guys struggling a bit with the lappers and not able to go that same pace they were.
Pettis just a little bit faster that lap, not very much, but
not enough.
So not a lot going on out on the track right now. Everybody kind of spaced out here as we get past in that halfway. So you got to figure it's going to be 15-lapish race here, so they got about 5 to go. If we can just kind of sort of put something out there. But Marshall Welton right now, Team Green, Kawasaki, Parts Canada, Thor, Hubert Motorsports backing up our friendly American rider. And wild to see, almost like what we had with Piccolo and Sinai. An amazing pace at the beginning, and then they just kind of, whether maybe it's arm pump. Sinai said he got arm pump, and so did Piccolo. So maybe all these guys are just getting arm pump and can't push.
Yeah, so there, Pettis on screen there. Did Pettis go down?
I think he might have.
He went down. That's Welton in second there.
Okay, so we missed that. There we go. Kyle, off screen. It looks like Jess Pettis might have tipped over right there.
Yeah.
And yes, he did. He gave up the pass to Marshall Welton. So,
well, we got some action.
The number 2 is the number 2. There we go.
Just when we needed it. And look at this. See if Pettis can get back by. He had the pace.
And that was good. Like, it was a 7-second gap, so Pettis must have had a good little tip over. It looks like his pipe might be bent there or something. So maybe maybe looped out or something on the back end. It looks like the back end is a little bit pushed to the side, so Welton get a bit of an early Christmas gift, Kyle.
Yeah, let's see if we can hang on to it. We're getting in the later stages of this moto. We're 24 minutes in, so by the time Wright gets by the stripe, 25 minutes, got about 4 laps to go.
Lap traffic, whoa.
Wow.
Not a good line that time there. It's going to help Pettis a little bit. No. Lappers pulling out of the way. Welton up and over. Pettis up and over. Look at this. We do got some action now, Kyle. Bit of a sleepy one for a moment, but here we go. We are woken up. And the nightmares is all about Welton right now. He's got nightmares with Pettis behind him here. And they were almost identical lap times there.
Oh, here we go. He looked like he had a better drive there. Pettis coming out of that section, go swinging wide, getting behind some more lappers. That's Taylor Ciampachini.
Look at Pettis has got the air filter thing is blown off his bike, I believe there, Kyle.
Oh, the side
cover on the KTM, the side cover right there. So, yeah. Okay, so there it is. Ooh, that could be a small problem getting sand right in the airbox there. So keep an eye on the 15 out here. He probably has no clue either that part is missing on that bike. So, yeah.
2:39. So he was about 11, 12 seconds slower than he typically would be. So lost 12 seconds to our leader. Now almost 18 seconds for Dylan Wright. He is on here. He's walked away with this one.
So Dylan Wright has checked out. He is already stepping into next moto. Right now, he's down in the creek right now, cooling off again. Cooling off between motos.
Yeah, there you go. So Welton and Pettis going to try to make a battle here to the end. We're going to get about 3 more laps to go when they get by the stripe. And such a long lap. Because if they beat the clock, Baldy, say they beat it by 10 seconds, that is a lot of track left.
Oh, man, yeah. If they beat that, that's 3 laps. That's like 9 minutes. It's almost 9 more minutes.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait to see how it goes. We'll keep an eye on the clock, as you said. But here we go. Pettis now once again closing up a little bit on this battle there. It's unbelievable mountainous sceneries and the views and stuff here in Quebec. Just love
beautiful
seeing
hills.
Beautiful hills everywhere. But there's a couple boys right now charging up the hill with Pettis. And it's always hard to recoup after that crash, but it looks like it doesn't really fluster him that much. It looks like he's right back on pace now.
It looks just a little bit more panicked in his riding style. He's just kind of not lining up his bike with the ruts, just coming down a little sloppy, but he'll be able to regroup. He sees that he's right there. He's not losing time. And then just each lap that goes by, he's just going to be able to get better and better and try to just zone in and get that second spot back, because right now that's a huge point swing.
Yeah.
That goes from the 1 point he started with, now it would be 6 points.
Yeah, when I was sitting down 4, it was in second place, so up to 6. So it would be, it's funny, the exact same point swing that we just had in the 250, except it's not going in the leader's favor with the red plate. Or sorry, it's going in the leader's favor with the red plate this time instead of the other way where it was McNabb. So the two doing a good job. And very rarely do we see Welton losing positions at the end of motos. The only one we can maybe remember is last round when Dylan. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that little glitch in the action right there. We are back now. Nothing has much changed on top of the results board there, but a small glitch in the power here at Deschambault. We just had the power go out and everything, but we are back, and hopefully everybody stay tuned to MX Triple Crown Series here at MX Deschambault. We're watching 450 Moto number 1, Kyle Thompson and Ryan Galden here. Kyle's on his way to fix it all. I'm here by myself right now, and so is this guy. Honda Canada GDR Fox rider Dylan Wright by himself on screen has got a 17.9 second lead on everything right now, and we are getting going here at the tail end of this moto. Not to cheat myself, I think our timing and scoring is trying to get itself back in as well. Everything's catching up. And looking on screen, so Dylan Wright went by not that long ago right there, and he did not get the 2-lap board out. So still a little bit of time left in this moto for everybody else out there to see if they can make something happen. Welton still second, Pettis still third, McNabb, Deschambault your top 5. And once everything gets back rocking here, we'll be able to give you more of an update on where everybody is on the track. But once again, the Honda Canada GDR Fox ride of Dylan Wright, and I tell you, when he gets in the lead, he's so good at just sort of destroying the field and not allowing anybody to get a little taste of his rear wheel right there. Anytime you're racing somebody out there and you want to get a battle, you try to hook your teeth into the back of that guy that you're battling with, and man, Dylan Wright is almost impossible to do that with. He gets up front, he's so fast, so fluent, and he's doing it again here in 450 Moto number 1, and this will solidify that red plate that he already wears, no problem. And we just saw him go by Parker Eel, so I think he's lapped up inside of that top 10 now. So here we go as Dylan Wright comes up to the stripe. It is going to be 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Dylan Wright. 2 laps to go for the number 1. Getting over that table to table. That was actually right by our TV booth right there. No problem for the number 1 of Dylan Wright. And you got to think that they're happy over there. Tanner Ward getting 3rd in Moto number 1. Ryder McNabb 5th. With a great comeback ride. And now Dylan once again showing that veteran-esque. And for those just tuning in, thank you once again for joining us here at MX Deschambault. We just had a small little glitch in the action. Missed about a lap and a half of everything right there as it got lined up. And Dylan Wright is pretty much led from the onslaught. He got, actually, sorry, Tyler Medalla grabbed the RotoStream.com all shot, led for about four laps. And then Dylan Wright got in the lead, and it has been the number 1 show ever since here. And we are getting in the late stages, like I said, about a lap and a half to go now for the Honda Canada GDR Fox rider to claim another moto victory. And there's in that 3rd spot, and Dylan Wright wins. Welton still in that 2nd spot. Pettis not far behind, but not enough to make a move right here with a lap and a half to go. So Pettis might looking like he might just bring home a podium finish and solidify those points, but it would be a 6-point lead for these guys as they head into Moto number 2 for 450 class here. But we've still got so much action to go. We got the 250 Moto and then another 450 Moto coming at you later today. Track really starting to get gnarly out there. You can watch these guys as they're going into turns. Huge braking bumps, huge kickers, and lots of chop. MX Deschambault, a very sandy circuit, but once you get down to the top of it, it gets very clay underneath, and you can see the rear wheels and everything kick in. It's splacking and all over the place up there. Look at that, Dylan Wright not even doing the big gap late in the moto, knowing that he doesn't need to. And obviously it's getting a little bit chopped out there, I'm sure, getting a little rough. And later on in the day, when we see the 250s are probably barely even. Welcome back to the booth, my boy Kyle Thompson. Kyle, we ran out of power. Yeah. We lost the power out there. Dylan Wright was said he's such a torrid pace. He took the electricity right out of the whole park.
Yeah, sucked it right out of the room here as he gets the white flag coming up here, Galdi. So
okay, yeah, 1 lap to go and a couple of turns. And Kyle, we did lose a little bit, but nothing changed as far as the action went. Dylan Wright has checked out, and here we go. 1 lap left to go for the number 1 coming by us right here in the booth. Looking good in that 2022 Fox Canada gear. And there it is, the 250 start about 30 minutes away from that moto coming up here. And but Dylan Wright just once again showing that when he gets up front, Kyle, there is nothing that can stop the guy.
Yeah, these guys are way behind here. Welton just getting by the stripe now. So it's a good 20 seconds, 25 seconds.
Yeah, big gap right there. Big gap between all the riders. Not a lot of battling going on the track at all, but you look how gnarly it is getting out there. Ruts across the face, all the way across, and those tuned in. That is exactly where Dylan Wright went into the creek earlier today in practice. Sunk his main race bike, I guess you'd call it. They have 2 for them, and he ended up having to ride his 2nd bike here today for the race because it drank a little too much water.
I couldn't believe when I seen the Honda. I thought it was just, some other rider. I couldn't believe it was the number 1 red plate holder, Dylan Wright, making that mistake, getting in the pond there. But no mistake at all. This moto, he is gone. He is checked out. He's about to take another moto win and extend
look at him. He's really cruising. He's really enjoying this lap. Very rarely do you see him take it that easy, but he's really laying it down, just chilling out. Full relax, full Sunday drive, as we like to call it out here, just cruising. Gonna bring home another moto victory, and like we were talking, Kyle, this is a big point swing. When you're that close, coming down to the wire, a 6-point swing or a 5-point swing in this moto between Wright and Pettis, that's a big one when you're battling for the championship.
Yeah, that is. Late stages, too. We got, after this, we got obviously the second moto here today, but we go to Walton, we got Monday here. We're going to start it all over again, do that one moto main event, then Walton, 2 more motos there. So 4 motos to go. And when you get that late stages, if he can go 1-1 today, that's a huge statement there for the KTM pits that the number 1 isn't going anywhere.
Okay, about, I don't know, 4 turns to go here for Dylan Wright. He's going to bring home another victory for the red squad. And did it with fine style. Got himself out into the lead pretty early after Medaglia got the RoyalStriving.com pole shot. And then found himself in the lead and just did exactly what Dylan Wright does. Laid down that fast lap on lap number 5, right when he made the pass. And pretty much just sucked the life out of the rider, sucked the electricity out of the park. And now looks like he's going to suck another moto win on top of his resume. Dylan Wright, Honda Canada GDR Fox, last turn, here we go. He's going to bring home another victory. Hand in the air, the friendly French-speaking rider out of Ottawa, Canada. Right by Sandy Lee, going to bring home another victory. And like you said, this is pretty much home turf for him, so he's going to have a lot of crowd at the podium looking to hear from him. And waiting for our second and third place riders. Second place, there it is right there, Marshall Welton going to come by. And then third, Pettis. Pettis was right on him at the end, but going to have to settle for that third spot.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so that's it. It is time to head to the podium, talk to the boys. We're going to take a small little break, fix a couple of those glitches. But we'll be right back with some more Triple Crown Series action here from MX Deschambault. Stay tuned. Check, test 1, 2, Kev. Test 1, 2. Welcome back, everybody, here at MX Deschambault. Live one more time here. Dylan Wright dropping the hammer, I think, is an understatement. On lap number 5, he dropped the fastest lap of the moto and did exactly what you like to do. Get it front, disappear. Just tell me how that went, because on our side it was kind of boring to watch you do right there, but I'm sure it was good for you.
Yeah, I mean, those are the motors you kind of want. Finally got a good start there. I think I was out third and kind of funneled through. And, yeah, I've been working on my starts a lot. I've probably burned about 100 clutches the last 2 weeks working on them. So it's finally nice to get that. And, yeah, once I got in the lead, I was able to kind of pull a little gap and ride my own race and just try and hit my lines and be smooth. And I guess that's what I'm good at. I need to work on that, just finding my flow. And, you know what, that's good. But obviously my whole team, Honda Canada, GDR Fox Racing, Justin, Cole, everybody's doing an awesome job. So thanks to them.
Good. How cool is it to have this crowd here like this? Obviously, you're French speaking. They love seeing you up here. It's got to be awesome. Do you see them cheering all the way around the back?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I moved to Quebec, so everybody kind of knows that now. I ride to the local tracks with everybody, so it's awesome. I mean, I basically got 3 home tracks with Gopher, Sand Lee, and here, so it's awesome. It's obviously awesome to see such a big crowd here in Quebec. We always love it, and we love the fans here. They're always dynamic.
Awesome. Good job. All right, Dylan Wright, your moto number winner. We'll bring in third spot here, KTM Red Bull Thor ride of Jess Pettis there. A frustrating moto, I think, for the number 15 here, but we'll bring him in. Jess, give me your thoughts on it. Lose a little bit of the bike. We actually missed the crash. Unsure how it happened. Just kind of give me your thoughts on it. I'm sure a little bit of frustration on that one, but just talk to me through how it went from your eyes.
Yeah, it was a tough moto for me. I just really struggled to find a flow, and not happy with that ride at all. But yeah, I ended up going down there on the step down. Got pretty lucky because it's a sketchy spot to go down. You don't want to crash there. So it just took me a while to remount, and had a problem with my goggles, and I ended up getting a bunch of dirt and couldn't really see where I'm going in my eyes. But it's all good. We'll try and remount for the next moto. Not happy with that one, so we can be better than that.
What can you do just between? You don't have a lot of time. What can you do? Like some people at home said, like he's gonna be like, what's he gonna do? What can we do?
Yeah, we'll just go back. We'll talk with the team. Try and get me a little bit more comfort. Just find that flow. I just really couldn't find some good lines and make the rough lines work. So we'll be good. I've been, like I said it before, I've been better in the second moto this year. I don't know why, but we'll get a good start and hopefully just find that flow.
Sounds good. Jess Pettis, third spot right there. Thanks, Jess. We'll bring Marshall Walton right down in here. Team Green Thor, Parts Canada rider there. A great ride. Marshall, at the beginning of that race, you, Dylan, Tremblay, and Medag set a pace that was unbelievable. You were the fastest, and you were in 5th at one point. Then you kind of got yourself into that third place position. Jess goes down, but it looked like you kind of hit a bit of a wall for a bit there and then kind of found some more at the end. They love Dylan right here, the fans. They love him.
He's got some fans.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a weakness I've been dealing with is the beginning laps, not quite being in that sprint pace. So, talked to Derek Medallia. He's been an awesome guy for my whole Canadian career, and he told me, he's like, you need to sprint and try and stay with those guys at the beginning. And I gave it everything I had, and I gave a little gas there around 20 minutes, and tried to set a pace. And I figured third was kind of where I was going to be, and come back, be ready for Moto 2. Then I got a gift from Jess there, so I'm stoked to get whatever I can get. We all have our good and bad luck, and I'm happy to come away with the second.
Awesome. All right, Marshall Welton, we'll let you get ready for that second moto. There you have it, our top three guys. So Dylan Wright feeling the flow, the number 15 feeling the frustration, and Marshall Welton saying he got a little bit tight. So the boys are searching to find a way to chase down that number 1, but they got another moto to do it, and we're going to be right back with the 250 moto number 2 coming at you here from the Triple Crown Series. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. If you get to that first turn good, you can come out okay, but if you get pinched off there, Kyle, we've seen it. We saw what happened. Well, actually, Tim Tremblay actually squeezed his way pretty good, but he kind of got pinched in that melee. But are we getting ready to go? The whole 30-second board is up in the sky. You can tell by the riders getting themselves kind of anxious. You see their body language change. Their shoulders start getting abrupt. They start getting a little tucked into that gas tank right there. And then what we're looking for is that head to drop and the revs to go up. For Moto number 2 here in the 250 class, who's going to grab that all-important roaddistributing.com hole shot? Here we go. The boys' heads are about to drop. The gate is now dropped as well. Who's going to get that start? Canella from the middle. Sinai. Gibbs. Oh, Darian Sinai, 2 for 2. And is that Piccolo right there, or is that? Yes, it is Piccolo. So almost identical
Gibbs
to the Moto.
too, so Gibbs up there.
The PRMX ride getting a good start. Canella with his best start. 84 Ward. Wow, McNabb, another bad start here, Kyle. Ryder McNabb has got a lot of work to do again. All right, the riders clicking by.
Look at that. Piccolo already going for it.
McNabb way back on the start right here, so see how he can make through right there. But yeah, Piccolo, I bet you Piccolo's going to try to make it happen right away this time, Cal. That's the way the kid works.
Yeah, so McNabb way down our score sheet here. Galdi sitting in that 11th spot. He's got his work cut out for him again, but at least he's in a better spot this time. I think he was like 19th the last time. But look at this. Canelo making the moves on that PRMX gas machine of Tyler Gibbs. The fill-in ride for Casey Keast.
That would be a good rebound for Canella after that ride at San Lee, sitting on a 4-3 day right now for a third overall. But obviously this is way early in this moto. And once again, Piccolo showcasing that maybe he's going to be wearing this red plate for a little longer or something like that. So we'll just have to wait and see how this one pans out.
That whole shot. Look at Gibbs, had it a little wide.
Wow.
Sinai takes it.
The roadstripping.com hole shot going to Darius Sinai. The 2 for 2 here today at Deschambault round 6. Well, there they go, Sinai and Piccolo. Piccolo up the inside. This is where Piccolo was good at in Moto number 1. He was taking a couple different lines than Darian here. Let's see what it makes it work here. Kai's going to try to slingshot around the outside.
Oh, Sinai with an issue.
He's got it. He's got it. What a pass. Piccolo right now stealing the lead early on, Kyle, and that could mean bad news bears for the rest of the competition.
Yeah, that is. It's sitting on a 2-1 as he passes by. Great line there. But, yeah, Sinai just getting a little hung up on that inside, trying to make that turn. And just right around that McNabb line, I'd like to say, that slingshot move. And he's out front. Let's see if he launches this. I doubt it.
No, not this time right there. And so Piccolo stealing that lead one more time. No problem at all. Oh, one rider down way at the back of the pack. I think that's Zach Ufemzef right there.
Couple riders.
Struggling. Yeah, wow. There's 3 guys laying in the camera angle on that one. But no problems here for the 30. The 157 sitting right there. The 46, MX101. Look at this. Gibbers still hanging in there with Ward and Racine. That is your top 6 right there, Kyle.
Yeah, we're going to see if McNabb can get wound up a little bit earlier this moto and get up to this top 5, finishing 5th in that first one. He's got lots of points he left on the table. And man, when you see...
He was down 3, I think, right? 3 heading into this moto, so
yeah, you see your main competition get out front early, especially in the lead. That's a tough look. Oh, little pass there. Oh. Nice move there by Tanner Ward up that inside. Looks like Gibbs just having a bit of an issue.
Tanner Ward now pushing hard, so we're waiting to see where McNabb comes across the stripe. He comes across in that 7th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a much better earlier on this moto, but still a lot of work to do here, Kyle. He's not making it easy on himself right now.
No, and he's got all his competition just up ahead of him there. He is slingshotting around that national section. And that's the section where you're going to see the guys coming back. You know how much time you've already lost, and you've got to gain all that ground, plus pass them. So
there's Ward dropping in. That's 4th, 5th, and 6th on screen right there that we can see going down into the Dillon Wright Creek area. And I'd love to see what's going on the Team PRMX. Tyler Gibbs, like we keep saying, starts, speed, not an issue. It's just that fitness getting back into racing, but he keeps just getting better and better each moto.
Yeah, just improving. His start's getting better. And we've seen him crash that first lap. He got a 13th in that first moto, Galdi, so this is a much better couple laps into this one.
I never realized that we were giving William Crate such a great little bit of love. He ended up getting 9th in that moto number 1, so we did drop back quite a bit there. Maybe he made a mistake later on at the later stages of that moto, but the 46 MX-101 FXR Yamaha ride of Marco Canella. Again, like I said, this would be a great rebound round if he can keep this together. That would put him 3rd overall on the day after having an enormous get-off at Sand Lee there when he looked like he was going to have a 1-1 day.
Yeah, closing in on that 1-1, had that get-off, knocked himself out a little bit there. And moving up, he's just not matching the speed of Piccolo, nor is he with Sinai, who is just 2 seconds in front of him.
You got to think that right there, that spot, that's the spot that McNabb's got to get to. He's got to get to that 3rd. That would be another 5 loss. It would be an 8-point gap. How it is, which is the thing, but that I think that's the top where he could get to, but he's got to get there. He's got to get there.
And talking about Tanner Ward coming into this, he was about 8 points back there, so he's not.
Sinai,
having Piccolo go 2-1, that's scary for these guys heading to tomorrow's round.
Yes.
As well as Walton.
Yeah, with 3 motos to go, that would give a decent-sized gap for the points lead here. So, I mean, there's still lots of time left in this moto as these guys get ready to take the finish line for lap number 3 here at round 6 of the Triple Crown Series, MX Deschambault. And love seeing all the crowd in the background. Love this boys going through the Parts Canada left and right hand right there. And the 46 MX-101 FXR, a Rockstar helmet, Yamaha ride of Canella. There's Ward in behind there, and it looks like
all 4 top guys, all the way back to Tanner, all running that 231.
McNabb at 231. Look at that.
Yeah, he's back there, but he's not going to gain any time, Galdi. That's all his start. Yeah, I get the start.
So maybe that inside line, that's what bit him. He didn't get the jump there, and he got caught in the melee of everybody. And it sucks even worse, too, because that next little section is that zigzag that we just saw on screen. And if you don't get in there in a place where you're getting stuck. Yeah. So that must have what happened right there. So the 18 right now kind of dogging in behind. And Piccolo right now leading the way. And again, we talk about how Piccolo can lead. And if Sinai can stay right there, maybe get in his head and ruffle his feathers a little bit, we see Piccolo make mistakes.
He got past fairly easy with that mistake, but I think for Sinai, this is going to be a mental victory. If he can stick with him for a few laps and maybe even gain some time, it's going to be a huge victory. And he's just like, hey, I can beat this kid. I can catch up to him. I'm going to put a move on him and make this a 1-1 day for him and get that overall. Yeah,
100%. So, and that would be a pretty decent-sized point swing for himself against the Tanner Ward part of things as well. So it's going to be interesting how it all decides to work out here, Kyle, for sure. We're going to wait and see. And I just saw on the top of the screen, McNabb got by Racine. Okay. McNabb's got Racine, so he's got one in the group here as we're on the screen.
It looks like Tanner Ward now closing in this gap on Marco Canella. He was down 3 seconds at the stripe, but it looks like about 1.5 seconds. So we're going to see if Marco Canella can just hang on to a podium, get back into this groove of things, obviously out of the championship hunt with that DNF at Gopher Dunes, as well as a bit of a head injury there at Sandali with that bad crash. But let's see if he can get back on the podium, start fighting for moto wins again. Tomorrow's another day, and Marco Canella could just get back to those winning ways. But now there it is.
There's the battle right there. So the 22's got it. The 18 wants it and needs it, pal, and needs it bad. Team PRMX, Gas versus the factory Honda. Look at this inside line. McNabb going to make it happen. Wow, what a pass, Kyle. Yeah. Dominating pass right there by the 18.
Huge drive out of that corner. Gibbs just didn't have it hitting that 2 outside singles. But yeah, McNabb up in that top 5.
To top 5. So his teammate and Canella and Darius and I just got by our stripe right here. He is right on the wheelhouse. Right on the
1.8 seconds, Galdi. So he's closing in, but right on our screen now, McNabb up to that 5th spot. He's going to look down track. He's about 6 Yeah, he is 6 seconds behind his teammate. So he's got some work to do, but we've seen it in the first moto when this track started beating in,
yeah,
and it wasn't as slippery. McNabb was the fastest guy on the track.
Yeah, we've seen that happen even last year as an intermediate. He was setting the fastest lap late in the moto. There's his teammate Tanner Ward just up there in that Honda curve. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can make up this time and close that gap. And we'll be able to tell here, I think, on this lap here, Kyle, he's got a clear track ahead of him, no lappers, nobody in his way, and we're going to see what kind of lap time this kid is made of. And I got a feeling it's going to be a hot one. It's going to be a hot one on this lap here. He's going to be pushing. His pit port just said, go, 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 or something to that effect. That's what I feel like it said, because the kid has got to make some moves.
Yeah, so open track here for McNabb. He's going to try to lay down a couple heaters. He's running a 2:30. Similar, he was the fastest right there on that lap of the leaders. Or no, sorry, that was Tanner Ward, his teammates. So Tanner closing the gap on Canella, and Sinai closing the gap on Piccolo.
Look at those lines. Look at that line, Kyle.
Oh, look at the leader battle.
We got a battle going up for the lead up front of there as well, so we catch up to Darren Sinai and Piccolo as well.
All these switchbacks, McNabb can kind of keep tabs on how much.
There's no, that's not a lead pack.
Yeah, that is
that is our lead pack right there. So Sinai right on the rear end of Piccolo here. Like I said, if you get into Piccolo's head, we've seen him make those mistakes. And look at that, Ward's on Canella right there, and we know McNabb is chasing. This is going to come. This one's going to end awesome here, Kyle. I got a feeling.
I got a feeling. I'm sorry.
That's for tonight. Tonight's going to be a good night. Not midday. Not midday.
Okay.
There we go. There we go, though. So, Sky Racing, KTM Fox. Woo! His body and bike are always going everywhere out there. Love watching it.
Look at the snake line there. I like that. Whoa.
Yay, Piccolo just pushing the limits of that KTM.
I think that's typical style for him.
Yeah.
He's just used to that bike getting loose on him, and he just keeps it flowing.
It's like the way you watch your judge like a Justin Barsha. The bike's just everywhere, the body language everywhere, but that's just the way it is. He's not tired or anything, that's just the way he rides. But Sinai,
man, I'm impressed.
He's flowing right now,
yeah,
right behind him, and he's closing that gap ever so slightly.
Get some lap times by the stripe here. 2:30.
Oh, Piccolo's legs off the bike right there, Kyle.
2:31 for our leader. 2:30.
He's looking back. He just looked back again, Kyle. Sinai is in the brain.
And this is where we can see Piccolo. If he's getting a little bit anxious here, he's going to get pumped up. We've seen it in the first moto. Both these guys dealt with it.
Look at those lap times. Sorry to interrupt you. Look at those.
Oh, wow. Tanner Ward is on the move. He's in. Oh.
Tanner Ward, the fastest rider on track right now, catching these two and catching Canella.
Here we're going to get a good shot.
We got a battle. Yeah, there they are. Look at this. Look at this battle going on right now, Kyle. There's battles all over the place in this 250 class. Love to see it. Love to see it. Canella and Ward, Sinai and Piccolo, and McNabb catching them both. All right, so Wolfenzeff getting out of the way. Good job right there. Look at this. Ward all over the former. These guys used to be intermediate chums, now chasing the championship pack and doing a good job right here. Look, I think Ward has got the mojo. Look at this wide line, Kyle. I love this line.
Yeah, Ward needs a moto where he's going to come. Look at this. He's all over. He needs to get by Canella and start chasing down Piccolo and Sinai, because he needs to pass. Mainly, he needs to pass Piccolo for this points, gain a few points, and as well as on his teammate. And we might see Tanner Ward leapfrogs himself up into that second spot over his teammate.
All right, so the lead up front, guys, going at it. The second spot, or this is third and fourth right here. Pushing the limits of everything they've got here in this moto. Who wants to bring home this title? Get a shot of the lead. Looks like Piccolo stretched it back up a couple of bike lengths there now.
Oh, it's Sinai in there.
Did Sinai go down just in front of our...
No, just a mistake. It looked like he got caught up there, Galdi. So Sinai pushing the envelope here, trying to catch up to our leader, Piccolo. Get by that monster double. None of these 250s opting to do it now.
I think that's a smart decision, Kyle. There's too much to lose and not enough to gain on that one there. Look at that. Piccolo stretch it out just a little bit. And I want to say Canella maybe looked like he closed it a bit. Was
maybe answered a little bit.
4.9 on Sinai behind that. I feel like it's a little bit closer. So Ward pushing Canella, and they're all kind of pushing up to the front of that pack. And I feel like McNabb is on a bit of a heater right now too. So we'll see where he's at once the come across the stripe right here.
Yeah, there is almost our 4-pack all in one shot here. I like the mix up of lines here. Great line out of Tanner.
I like that line on Tanner Ward.
So Tanner Ward just a bit faster than the next two guys in front of him, but the leader right now setting the tone. McNabb by the stripe. Yeah,
McNabb the fastest out of the top 5, so he gained another little half a tenth or so up there, Kyle. Actually, a full second, on Ward, and almost full 2 seconds on Canella. So he's pushing that Honda for everything it's got right now.
Yeah, Piccolo doing a great job here as he gets into more lappers. He's kind of broke Sinai a bit here. See if he can hold him off for the duration of this moto. 25+2. But look at this. You're going to see Canella jump in your screen. About the same gap, I would say, that they've been, but Tanner Ward all over the back end at the 46 here. He's going to try to make this pass because he needs to get by, get clear vision, and just have a clear track to ride. Because what he's doing right now is he's swapping his fast lines, trying to make a new fast line, and that's it sometimes creates chaos for him.
There's a little slippage. I want to see Ward take that line that McNabb's doing out here. We got a shot of McNabb right there. There's Ryder McNabb just in behind these guys, and he's really carrying that speed. Look at him down that outside line, Kyle. He's just clicking gears.
Wow. He's caught those guys a lot here, Goldie.
Yes, he sure has. The 18 right now is on the move. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. We are nearing the halfway mark of the second moto here, the 250 class. That right there is third and fourth. But here comes McNabb. McNabb is pushing the envelope, and he is making the 18 work here, Kyle, late in this moto.
Working back towards this tighter, hard-packed section here. These lines have kind of got blown out here early on, Goldie, so he can't be as fluent as he was. For those guys right there, he's going to feel just energized that he's catching his two competitors. And if he looks a little bit further up the track, he's going to see Piccolo and Sinai. He's not out of the woods. He can get a win.
He's not that far out of a win for sure. He's got about 8 seconds-ish to make up there to get to that front leaderboard. And the speed this kid is carrying is certainly impressive. Oh, a little mistake in the background by him there, so a little falter. But right now he can see third and fourth, and those are huge points towards this championship. Kyle needs it. Look at Wardy. The Wardy is trying to make something happen around Canella.
Yeah, wow, he needs to make a move because he can see his teammate coming up here. Look at that, nice move.
What a pass by Ward.
Tanner Ward up in that third spot. He's got to go, though. McNabb is on the move. Lap time's coming in. 33 and 34 for Canella, so way off the pace, and a 30, another fast lap there for McNabb. He's caught to this group. But the
fastest lap of the race right there for McNabb.
Yeah, so he's getting better as we move along here, and the track tacks up.
And he's got the taste, the shark in the water, the blood in the water, and now he's feeling it, keeping that flow. So he knows every line that he's taking, everything that he's doing is working. So he's just got to stick to that plan and make something happen.
Yeah, so they're getting back down this hill, this GP section. Very tough downhill as you see the kickers, and it drops away from them.
And what's cool, too, McNabb, he's able to hit that tabletop that's right there, and Sinai and Piccolo were right there. He could see it, so he could kind of get to see the visual of where it is and where he needs to be.
Yeah, there's a great shot there of the guys going through the table section. So look at this. McNabb to the outside, going to try to rail around Marco. I don't think he's close enough quite yet, but that line is working for him.
This next one here, though. Watch this line here, Kyle. Let's see if this works. He closes it in once again.
He's like the only one taking that.
Wow, look at the gap. Look at him close it in right there, Kyle. That line is unbelievable of the number 18.
Yeah, that was smooth and fast there. He pulled right up to the backside.
This kid is taking the long road around and making it work here, ladies and gentlemen. So impressive to watch the 18 squeeze everything it's got out of that Honda 250F. There's manager right there waving him on. The only rider on track doing something different than everybody else out there, Kyle. It is so impressive to see. I love seeing somebody, look at that, Canella looking backwards right now.
Yeah, so Canella knows there's a Honda right there. He just dealt with one in his rear view mirror. Now he's trying to regain his composure here and chase down. But look at that. McNabb drops in. He sees Piccolo and Sinai going the other way.
That's right. He's getting the taste right there. You can see it. The option, the availability of a lead is right there for this kid. He's got to make a couple of moves. And this could work. This could work. Look at this. He takes that option line. Devin Smith on the Maple Ridge Kawasaki. That's the shop that his McNabb's mechanic Ryan Lockhart rides for back in BC. So here we go. The 18 trying to make it happen here, Kyle. We saw what Ward just did in here.
Yeah, they're going to launch this. He's going to go try to get to the inside. No, he's going to go right to the outside here. Long way around. Back to the inside. No, he's going to follow him. Oh, mistake there by both of them. Looked like McNabb was going to capitalize, but no, not the way it goes.
I like this line that he keeps taking here, though. He's making that work, and it's the rougher of all the lines. And look at this, standing up, keeping that power to the ground, the 18 now. But you know what that's happened? And Ward, though, is now pulled away. Ward drops the fastest lap time on that track.
Wow. So Tanner Ward down to that 2:30 range. Now he's gaining on our leaders. Looks like a 2.5 second lead that Piccolo has over Sinai, and then another 2.5 back. So
where can McNabb make something happen out here? Let's see outside lines that are coming up. Those are the ones maybe he can make it work. Outside here again, look at this kid charging down the hill. Pushing that Honda for everything it's got out here, Kyle.
Wow, up the top here. And that's what Ward needed, is just that bit of a buffer to take the pressure. His teammate coming up behind him.
Look at this outside again. Is he going to go one more time around the outside of Canella? Can he make it work? Canella slingshots. He doesn't push wide. McNabb with the pass, Kyle. What a round.
Wow, he is the outside specialist there. He obviously had protecting the line there, but he's been outside everywhere and making it work.
Ripping a tear off, making the pass and ripping a tear off. Clear vision again and clear track ahead for the 18.
Impressive ride on the 18 so far. He's got a little bit more room in front of him to catch his teammate, and then in front of him.
Just railed that turn, Cal. This kid is on the flow right now. The Honda Canada GDR Fox 18, this kid is pushing so hard right now. I'm interested to see what the lap time is going to be. But look at Ward. He is pushing the envelope too. Ward is gaining on our leaders.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting lap times to see where McNabb ends up as well as Ward.
It's Sinai's all over the back.
Oh, he caught him again.
Here. So Sinai breathing life, fighting more late in there. We are past that halfway mark here, Kyle. So halfway to go.
Sinai screwed up a little bit there.
Mistake. He lost a lot of time. And there's Ward. Ward is right now in the background. This is going to be an amazing finish.
Yeah, so Sinai caught up there, but he tried to go to the inside berm, Galdi, and just got hung up. He's very tight under that bridge and just missed the line there. So he's going to have to regroup here, try to remount a challenge here for Piccolo. But Ward now slowly gaining up on these leaders.
And McNabb now lost some time there to his teammate. So now Piccolo across the wow, Ward is really gaining. Look at this lap time. Tanner Ward 2:31. Another 2 seconds. The guy is 4 seconds out of the lead here.
McNabb is second faster than Tanner. So it looks like a 4 second gap to his teammate. 2.5 seconds behind Sinai is Ward. So this is getting interesting late. Fastest guy on this track is Ryder McNabb. Second fastest, Tanner Ward. They're sitting 3 and 4.
Oh, wow, Kyle. This is going to be a great ending to 250 Moto number 2 here at MX Deschambault. The crowd is getting into it right now. Girl, get off your phone. There's a race going on. Watch it.
Maybe she's on the flow racing app.
Maybe she's watching the app. Good for her, actually, yeah. There's Piccolo. Up front right now, has no idea what's going on behind him. The kid is focused and he is fast. Sky Racing, KTM, Fox Canada backing up this youngster. 18 years old, or sorry, 17 years old, leading the way. Got a 3-point gap in this points championship and looking to add some more.
Yeah, so Sinai losing time that last lap. He's about 2.5 seconds behind. Ooh, that
little mistake. That kicker up the inside, Cal. That is a daunting looking thing.
Yeah, so you can see Sinai. Yeah, he lost a bunch of time there that last little bit. So I don't know if his lappers as well as that mistake.
Wow, Piccolo is just gingerly around these insides, making it all work to his favor right now. Here in this moto, blue flags waving all over the place. There's Ward. Where is Sinai? Sinai right there. Look at this. Ward has got the taste.
And there
look at this, McNabb.
So right now, Sinai, who was fast last lap, has lost a bit of time. He's going to try to get back up to our leader to see Jacob Piccolo jumping up that step up.
McNabb about maybe the same amount of distance, but Ward right now is the one putting the pressure on. The 157 of Darian Sinai, our first moto winner, dual RoyalStreaming.com whole shot. So as it stands right now, the overall would be Piccolo, Sinai, Ward. Exactly how they finish in this moto, and actually it would stay that way even if McNabb was able to get Tanner Ward. He would have to move all the way up to Sinai to make something happen as far as getting on the overall podium for the day. But right now it's just damage control. A 7-point swing. Or sorry, Ryder McNabb, this would be a 13-point swing. It would be a 10-point lead for Piccolo going into tomorrow's main event. All right, so there they are. Look at all four in the picture right there, Kyle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wow, Ryder McNabb is on rails out here, ladies and gentlemen. This kid is pushing so hard late in this moto. Kid is finding some unbelievable speed out here, I tell you what. They're all in frame here. They've just got Piccolo again. Look at this.
Yeah.
Piccolo right there. Sinai right behind. Oh, no, that's a lapper. My bad. That was a lapper. I thought that was was Sinai right there. 32, 33, 32, 31. McNabb fastest on track again there, Kyle.
Wow.
Unbelievable stuff. This kid is on the floor. And look at this. Sinai now has closed it back in on Piccolo. We are in store for an amazing closeout here for the 250 Moto, ladies and gentlemen. Piccolo, Sinai, Ward, and McNabb. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Banging bars and battling out here. Pick the veteran-esque ride of Sinai. You got to think he's got the upper hand on these guys.
Yeah, Sinai starting to gain. It's weird how Sinai has been. He's been back and forth every other lap. He has a strong one, and it all depends on how he can get through these lappers and get clear track.
McNabb still using that outside line, making it work right there. I don't know if it worked that time, actually. No, I'm sure he's right on the back of Ward now. Look at Derek Schuster, team manager's got to cheer for 2 in a row right there. No picking favorites on that one. The boys are battling hard out here for the Honda Canada GDR Fox squad. They're chasing down the Team Green Kawasaki Pillars Meets Huber Motorsports.
Look at them
Parts
flying.
Canada Thor.
This is getting very close here, Galdi. And there, McNabb. I didn't think McNabb stood a chance to get to this lead battle early on where he was buried back in 11th. But he has worked his way up. And now Tanner Ward and Ryder McNabb have a chance at this win. And they're both fastest on the track right now. So look back the field there. Canella obviously just dropped off. He's not having a great lap there. Just trying to get through.
You can't have that time off with these guys. Look at Sinai at the inside. Sinai is breathing down the back of the neck of Piccolo right now. And I believe when they come around here, Kyle, the 2-lap board is in our finish line's hands. We could have 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps to go here for 250 Moto number 2.
So Sinai knows that pass is through the overall. He's got Moto wins here so far in this season, but he wants that overall. He wants to hold the number 1 overhead, top the podium. But there is that 2 laps there? Yeah.
Yeah, 2-lap board is out. 2 laps to go.
So that is a nice little light at the end of the tunnel for these guys battling.
Whoa, I think there might be an issue with McNabb's bike there, Kyle. It was making a noise going right by us, so McNabb lost a little bit of time. He was the actually Piccolo was the slowest. So it looks like it might come down to Ward, Sinai, and Piccolo here for this win, Kyle.
Yeah, so Ward not able to, he's 2.1 seconds behind. Within distance, but not striking distance quite yet. But Sinai slowly working his way back into striking distance.
Lap traffic here for Piccolo. Lap traffic here, Kyle.
Bad spot for a 2 as they get up here. Oh, there we go. Got 1. Sinai losing a bit of ground as they get up to the top there. Good job by that lapper slowing up.
Great job by that lap traffic. Okay, back up into the top. This is where Sinai has been good. Piccolo right now. This could make a 10-point lead or a 7-point lead, Kyle, as it stands.
Yeah, look at this. Let's see if Sinai can get to that
McNabb
outside.
Is back. Something has happened to McNabb's bike.
Okay, so he's going to try to nurse this home because he's sitting in a good spot. He's got a distance behind him. Canella quite a ways back. So if he can nurse it to 4th, that's a big day. Obviously like to win, but man,
look at this.
Look at this. That's a great line there by Sinai.
Piccolo making his way around that lap traffic. Sinai getting stuck just a little bit. Piccolo strong right now, Kyle. I like what I'm seeing. The kid is strong. Sinai, though. Piccolo swinging wide. A little mistake. Look at this. Look at Ward is right there, Kyle. Ward is right on him.
This could throw things off.
Lap and a half to go.
This could jump him up, and it wouldn't actually change position in the overall, would it, Galdi? Because with that win,
no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't have changed the way the overall. Only Sinai and Piccolo have the outcome of who's going to win this overall right now. So Ward would have to move all the way forward.
Ward would have to pass both these guys to get the overall.
You got it exactly. Yeah.
And then hope for Sinai to finish in that 3rd spot. So Ward's got a little bit.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh.
Sinai trying to make something happen. He pushes him wide. He's going to get the drive down the straightaway. The 137 and the 30 going at it side by side. Piccolo chops the line.
Wow, look at this. Sinai is hungry. Around the outside, no. This is, it's so grooved out there. Nice line by Piccolo to jump to that inside and protect it.
Protection, good.
White flag is out.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, gets it.
Piccolo not able to do it. Sanai around the outside makes the pass, Kyle. 1 lap to go. Sanai grabs the lead.
Wow, what a move there. Piccolo just not getting that drive for that table to table. Sanai taking advantage and now puts himself in a 1-1 driver's seat, but Piccolo's not done. He is hanging off the back there. Galdi, he's got more in him.
Yeah, Ryder McNabb at 241, definite bike
Look at this.
there, Kyle. Here we go. So it is down to a 2-horse race. The 157 and the 30 are going at it. Look at the crowd. The crowd are cheering them on. Darrell's running with the blue flags. Lap traffic coming up. Piccolo going to try a wide line here. Look at this. He's dropping down into the Dylan Wright Creek. Now he's got the drive. He looks like he got it out. He got it back, Kyle. What a pass.
Wow, up the uphill. Just got the drive right around the outside there.
Darius and I tried to make the block, and he couldn't make it stick. What a race going on at the last lap. Piccolo and Sanai are going at it for the overall. And here's Tanner Ward still.
So Tanner Ward just kind of lurking in the shadows. He's got to get going, though. He's got half a track to go to try to make a move on these guys.
Sanai going to try to swing that wide line. Piccolo nice and clean up the inside. Sanai getting the drive. Both riders taking it tight. Here
Sanai
we
right
go.
There.
Drop
Look at
it
this.
in. Oh, he tried to stab it in one more time. No. Doesn't make a stick here. He's going to try that high inside line. So Piccolo going to swing wide. Piccolo takes the line nice and clean. Makes that line.
Now Tanner Ward's all over Sanai. So Sanai has got a lot of heat right in behind him. And he's going to try to make the pass again. He was fast this last lap right here. Let's see if he can do it again. Ward just trying to play clean up. Look at this. Right there, all over the back end.
Up the inside here? No. That inside line coming around the finish line turn. That is where he's going to try to make something happen.
Wow.
Is he going to go for it? No. I thought he scrubbed so good. He was
so hard off that step down there. Up the inside.
Oh.
No,
he is putting the wheel in every single turn here. This is it. This is the final moment. Can he make something happen coming up?
In the inside.
Sanai gets it clean. Drops down. Piccolo. Darren Sanai one more time, showing him the wheel. Who's got the power of the ground? 2 turns to go. The 30 and the 157. Who's going to make it happen right now? Can Darian Sanai make it happen at the turn to go? Piccolo, great defense up the inside. No problem. One more time. Tugs that inside line. Piccolo goes. It is going to be Sky Racing. Jacob Piccolo grabbing the win here, Kyle. Wow. What a finish. What a moto. 1, 2, and 3 right there. Wow, Kyle. That is the kind of action the Triple Crown Series delivers. Unbelievable ride. Unbelievable effort by all 3 of those guys. Wow. I have nothing to say there. What a great race. What a way to finish. Look at this. I'm waiting for McNabb. I want to see if he finishes. He does so much. Fourth. A big point swing. Jacob Piccolo will be your red plate holder heading into round number 7. Woo! Unbelievable. We're heading to the podium. Talk to the boys. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back live, everybody here. That 250 moto was unbelievable, and the man taking home that win is the man right here, Jacob Piccolo. Come on in, 2-1 for the overall, Jacob. That was an awesome moto. A little mistake just past the checker flag, and then you get him back in the last lap, man. For us in the booth, it was intense. Just give it to me from your perspective, because it was awesome to watch.
Yeah, that was a gnarly moto. I would kept getting gaps, little gaps, and then I would just throw it away by making a stupid mistake, and then I had 4 seconds on him, and then came to a complete dead stop on the track, and but yeah, I somehow saved that, and then last lap I missed the double here. I missed the shift. He got past me, and then we were just swapping lines up on this like S-turn zigzag thing, and I ended up getting him back and saving the win, which I would have been super bummed if I let that one go. So I'm glad I didn't.
Got to feel good. We worked at the points. It's about a 10-point lead now. I know you don't care about that stuff. You're gonna have the red plate heading into round 7. How's that feel?
Feels good. Feels good to have it back again. I'm just going to keep it this time. Yeah.
All right, my friend, good luck. Congratulations. Your overall winner here in Deschambault. A good job by him. We'll let Tanner Ward just finish up talk. There. Actually, we're going to bring in Darian Sanai right here. Actually, so the Team Green Thor rider going to take 2nd overall on the day. Darian, an amazing moto. Come on right in here, my friend. Dude, what a last lap. What a push, that whole moto. You gain a little, lose a little, gain a little, lose a little. And then that last lap, man, my heart was pounding. It was super fun to call for a race. Just how was it for you?
Yeah, my heart was pounding too. I was like, I just got to push all the way to the finish line. And yeah, I mean, in that race, I got the whole shot. He passed me on the first lap. I made a little mistake. And then, yeah, it was just kind of cat and mouse the whole time. I'd make a mistake, he'd gap a little bit, he'd make a mistake, I'd catch back up. And I knew if I could be there at the end, I'm going to try to run it in on him. I don't know if I was going to be successful, but yeah, I passed him on the last lap. And I was like, all right, I'm going to win this thing. And then after the drop down, I went in that inside, and the line was blown out, and I had no momentum up the hill. And he just ripped around, and I was putting my leg out trying to block him, but he just squeezed on the inside. But it was really good racing. I'm bummed to go 1-2 for second, but I felt like I was riding good, and, you know, hopefully we can do well tomorrow.
All right, buddy. Well, congrats on a great day right there. We'll get him up to the podium there. We'll bring in Tanner Ward, Honda Canada GDR Fox, 3-3 on the day, pushing the heart out there. I love watching this kid ride. Come right on in here, Tanner. You weren't lying. You weren't lying when you said you had something second for that moto, but it just kind of ran out. It seemed like you had that speed, and then right near the end there, you just couldn't seem to kind of keep it together. But it was fun to watch. You came from a long way back.
Yeah, it was frustrating. Yeah, to really dig that deep and not get any positions for it. I could have just probably settled for fourth or third or whatever, but it is what it is. I want this championship, and I was putting my life on the line there. I wouldn't care if I sent it into the bushes there. I really wanted that, and unfortunately, just like you said, I made a couple mistakes at the end, and just kind of wish I kind of got a better start and didn't take so long to get around Marco, and feel like I would have a little bit more time to get those guys, but they're riding good nonetheless. So yeah, it's good to kind of have a comeback or from behind ride. You know, I've been known to kind of make mistakes and go to the back, or not go to the back, but you know, fall back a little bit. So have a ride like that feels good, and we'll bring them momentum in tomorrow. Sounds good. I'd like to hear from Tanner Ward. Let him get up, celebrate the podium up there. An amazing 250 moto right there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you were on the edge of your seat like I was yelling at there. It was so fun to watch that stuff. These kids are so all heart. They put everything on the line, just aggression right there. Piccolo coming out on top. He will be your red plate holder heading into tomorrow for round number 7 for that one main event format. Crazy stuff. Sanai and Ward round at the podium. McNabb, bit of a bike problem. We'll find out about it, but we're going to take a small little break, and we'll be back with the final 450 moto of the day here from Deschambault.
Tomorrow, it's going to flip-flop over to Piccolo. We've seen that a couple times here.
Yeah. Nobody wants the red plate.
Nah.
Nobody wants it. Ward had it, gave it away. Piccolo had it, gave it away. McNabb had it, gave it away. So now Piccolo's got it back again. Let's see if that will hang on to it. But we are done with the 250s. We are into the 450s. And look at this. I like this. The top 3 points all right beside each other, ready to go. You very rarely see that stuff, Kyle. We very rarely see them start like this beside each other. So we're going to see who's going to come in on top, and Cole and Timbit up the inside right there. So maybe Cole can steal that whole shot. Right, we see him get great starts all the time, but I got my money on the 15. I got my money on the 15.
Yeah, he is hard to bet against there as we see these guys getting geared up, ready to go. And another moto on the line here. Last moto of the day here, Galdi. Who can get this overall? Wright or Welton? Sitting 1-2. Pettis to the outside, looking in with that third.
Dario Zecca there on the 37. Ethan Ouellette on the outside right there in his shift gear. And here we go. The boys are clicking it into gear. They're getting ready to go racing here. We're live, right? One more time. The 450 moto gate is about to drop. The 30 board is to the sky. Watch the boys' heads. Soon you see them drop any second after that. There it is. The heads, the shoulders are down. The revs are up. 450 Moto 2 gate is down. Ready to go. Whoa, 15 shooting out of the gate. No problem there. The 5, the 10, and yeah, the 15. RoyalDistributing.com, whole shot going to the number 15, Jess Pettis right there.
Number 11 on the year, Galdi. He's just dominant in the gate here. Looks like Madaglia.
Oh, Welton down.
Welton, yeah, down.
Welton down on the inside there. So the number 2 trying to nudge his way through. He's down again. He's got bikes on top of him. Welton down again. Marshall Welton having an awful start to this moto.
Oh, man.
Wow, we are going to see what the number 2 is made of now, Kyle. Wow, this is going to be an interesting one for the green machine. Oh! Rider down in a heap right there. That is Derek Ham in a horrible spot. Dario Zecca down. The flag is waving. Wow. Welton coming by.
Okay, Welton's good. Get
Dario Zecca off the bike.
We're good here.
There it is, Daryl Murphy. Wow, everybody's by. A scary moment right there early on here, ladies and gentlemen. So the 15, Timbit, and Moffenmeyer, sorry, that is Meston, 1, 2, 3. Wow, a scary moment to start here in 450 Moto number 2. Let's hope Derek Ham and Dario Zecca are okay in that one. We'll pay attention. You might get a replay of that action right there. We hate to see that kind of stuff. But let's hope those boys are okay there, Kyle.
Yeah, so look at that. Looks like Meston, another great start here. And I talked to Meston in the pits. He's dealing with almost like an Epstein-Barr fatigue situation, much like my brother Cole did last year. I was talking to him a bunch about it. and he gets a couple laps in and just feels that fatigue and just fades off.
Whoa, Dylan Wright, here's that replay here. Look at this. So, Derek Ham crashing. Oh, there he crashed before the takeoff there. He hit a kicker.
Crash.
And then down he goes, blows the visor on. Luckily, riders get around, but Dario Zecca, not so lucky right there, Kyle. Wow, that was a gross one. Not a great place to crash either, but at least they kind of roll with it, so hopefully it looks like the riders are able to get up. They're going to be okay. Back to that lead pack. Scary moment, ladies and gentlemen. We're hoping our riders are okay.
Oh, Dylan Wright went down here and is behind these trees. I'm not sure what happened, but...
Okay. We lose the number 1 right now. We're trying to see if we can find him. Wow, there's a yellow flag down there. So he's hidden in behind the trees. So Pettis, Tremblay, Meston, Thompson, and T-Dags. So this right now speaks wonders for Jess Pettis. A turnaround again, Kyle. What is going on? Nobody wants the red plate.
Okay, when I was watching when that replay happened, I seen Thompson and Wright get into it in the bottom of the corner, but when Wright got up, he launched in behind those trees and he just disappeared on our monitors. We were watching the replay, obviously. But man, he was nowhere to be seen. I'm hoping he's all right. The yellow flag was still out for a while, so we'll have to keep tabs on.
The boys are coming up into that section where that big crash was. It's all cleared up, so.
There's Welton. He's coming by the Royal Distributing hole shot, so he's a ways back. We're going to see what place he comes in. We'll see what Dylan Wright ends up being in here, too, as these guys hit up the national section.
We'll have to wait to see if we even get Wright to come across.
Oh, here he is right here on screen. So he is way, way back. This is back towards that the big tower.
It doesn't look like his bike is banged up at all. He looks okay. He's striving. Okay, so the number 1 and the number 2 here open it up for the 15.
If you look at this leaderboard, look at this. Tim Tremblay would be sitting with the second overall the way things sit. He is sitting second in this moto.
Wow. Okay, so there could have an interesting turn of events here. So we've got 6 points right now that Dylan Wright is ahead of Jess Pettis. So look at this. Tremblay is actually right on the back end of Jess Pettis here. And these two are friends. They practice together all the time when Jess is living out here in Quebec, staying near the Montreal area. So cool to see, and I like seeing what Meston. Let's see if Meston can maybe fight through that little issue you were just talking about. Look at that line from Cole Thompson. Trying to cut across thing, losing a bit of time.
Yeah, trying to use that McNabb line. He's got to go a little harder into there as we see Medags. This is a great start for Meston. Like I said, he was dealing with some bit of an issue there, so let's see how long he can hang on to this for. But yeah, dealing with a bit of a sickness. He's unsure. He's had some blood work. Is just not able to figure that out. And that's always the toughest thing because he's, cruising through the pits. He looks completely normal, and he's dealing with an injury that's internal. And look at this, the lead battle here. Man,
wow.
Timbit, he's getting fired up by these Quebec fans.
Timbit got a little extra sprinkle on here for the second moto. Ready to go. He's battling his quasi-teammate, if you will. He's out of the B squad. And but, man, having a great moto right now. And I like the odds of him staying where he's at here, Kyle, without having the 1 or the 2 in there to sort of push him back. If he puts in 4 or 5 laps and just kind of stretches it out, Timbit can hang on to the second place, no problem.
Yeah, he was in behind T-Dags for 5th last time there. He was about 6 seconds behind T-Dags, and T-Dags had a great run for him. So Tyler sitting in that 5th spot behind Cole Thompson and Keelan Meston. So watch for him to kind of battle his way back up here.
We'll have to keep our eye on Welton as well. He was up to 12th on that lap there.
Wow.
So a great ride, great recovery, if you will. And the gap between the 12th to 5th in 450 is a lot easier for Marshall Welton to make up for like when we watch McNabb doing it in the 250 class. So I feel like he can make his way up quite high here and really turn this race around for himself.
Yeah, so as we see it, Jess Pettis and Tim Tremblay, a nice gap there, about 6.2 seconds over Meston and Thompson. And the Dagley, that battle heating up. There's Marshall Welton on screen, just coming by the stripe. So Marshall Welton turning in a 2:27.
2:27, wow.
He's going real fast.
Yeah, he'll be catching Liam O'Farrell by the end of this lap. And
on screen here, we got Dylan Wright. He's just coming by the Royal Distributing hole shot line. He's got a long ways to go.
He's not even in a points-paying position yet, Kyle.
Yeah, I think he may have passed in there. Oh, look
at this.
Oh, sorry, that's Thompson.
I thought it was
Pettis
as well. So Thompson now pushing up here to try to get the podium. So look at this. Pettis and Timbit fighting away. Look at this. This is a war between Thompson, Meston, and Medags.
I'm pumped for Meston. This is the best we've seen him early on here.
Oh, wow. That was close.
So there's Thompson. He's mixing it up in lines here, trying to get up the inside. That's so rough there. Now Meston to the outside.
Oh,
Thompson.
Thompson, good. I've chopped the line, take it away. Look at this, T-Downs right on the outside. What a pass.
Special there. Gas and KTM sliding by.
Wow. Little Blue Crew sandwich on that one right there. And look at that, Kevin Tyler screaming at his riders because Moffenbauer just at the tail end of this. He's got a chance at the podium. There's the number 3 right there.
Yeah, so Meston stabbing it in there in that sand berm as they came over the top here.
So Dylan Wright just in 21st on that last lap. 21st.
Yeah, 21. He's got
I got a feeling Dylan can get to 10th.
Oh, I have a better feeling than that.
You got better than that?
I
Okay.
want to say top 5.
Top 5?
6.
Wow.
6. Honestly,
top 5. Okay.
You see what he did last time.
Well, that's true. We did it at San Luis, so we're going to
These guys are going fast early on, the Medaglias, Thompson, stuff like that, but they're just not up to the pace of what Wright can go.
Look at this, Moffenbauer all over the back of his teammate here, trying to get him out of the way and move forward.
Blue Crew.
Thompson, Medags. Moffenbauer, there you go, nice pass.
Moffenbauer up, is that 5th place?
Yeah, I believe that will. That'll put Moff up into the top 5. So good moto here for Moffenbauer. And that is going to help him out in the overall standings as well as they click by one more time. But there's our leaders. The 15 of Pettis and Timbit is all over the back of him.
Yeah, faster lap for Timbit. He's 1.3 behind his teammate there.
Okay. The French crowd is going to be all over the back of the 777. He'll be pushing him all day long.
Yeah, as these guys work down. These guys are about 9 seconds back from that lead battle, but Tyler Medaglia looking to get up on that podium. He sniffed it that last time, but a 4-3. Right now, he sits in that 3rd position the way that the points are. Welton
up now, yeah, Welton up into that 7th position. So Welton has really made some good damage control out of this one there. And you got to think if Meston continues to have his issue, then he'd probably at least catch up to Meston. But he's got 12 seconds to make up there to get himself into that 6-5 position right here. But Pettis, look at this, the 15 just cruising, finding that flow. But he's going to be looking behind there and seeing the big old Timbit train, Tim Tremblay right now, the very friendly big Frenchman. And I'll tell you, if he gets closer, this place is going to erupt, Kyle. It is going to be awesome to hear the fans cheering for the 777.
Yeah, it's Dylan Wright up to 15th, Galdi. So
okay, you might have it better than me.
Yeah, definitely going to be around that 6th mark, maybe even higher, as these guys work their way back down this hill. And the battle behind him looks like T-Dags and Thompson battling for that 3rd spot. And T-Dags looking to get a podium for the old dogs, for the Gas squad. Here's a great shot of Marshall Welton. He's working his way back up the field, and I believe he has a chance at a podium.
Yeah, he's not that far. Well, he's got 12 seconds to get to Meston, but after that, the 3rd place position of Toll Thompson is only another 4 seconds up the track. So you got about a 16-second gap to make up for that spot, and you got to figure he can make it. He was well ahead of that in Moto number 1, and there's so much time left. What did they do? They did 15 laps, I think, in Moto number 1. So it'll probably be right around that same lap count again for the number 2 of Team Green, Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Thor, Parts Canada, backing him up. And he's riding with, the no all or nothing. It's all or nothing. Everything he gets is points. So he's putting everything on the line.
So the next one on his docket there, about 12 seconds that last lap, is Meston. And we know Meston dealing with that issue. He should be able to catch him, no problem. Moffenbauer would be
I didn't even realize Welton was the fastest rider on track.
No, besides the leaders.
Oh, yeah, 2:26. My bad. Sorry. Yep.
There's Thompson and Medaglia. These guys were a little closer that last time around. Medaglia losing a bit of time somewhere. But about the same gap as they were. But Medaglia caught right up to the backside of the 16 machine. They go by the stripe there. 2:29s, dueling lap times there. Looks like Timbit losing a bit of time up front there to his teammate, Jess Pettis.
All right, so Meston. I did not see Meston click by there, that lap. Yeah, we lost Keelan Meston on that lap.
So this happened the last moto where he DNF'd, and I think he's dealing with that issue. Like I said, he's not able to.
So that's going to put Liam O'Farrell now up into 7, and I think Dylan Wright. Well, you're definitely going to beat the top 10, Dylan Wright. He's got Eels as an 8th, and he's right on the back end of him here off screen. So he's definitely making the moves there. But T-Dag's now pushing up right on the back end of Thompson one more time. But this has got to give Thompson a little bit of fight in him for sure.
Yeah, it's good finding the group
There's
here.
third spot. Dylan Wright is just to the left of the screen, just jumped down that hill where that big action is. So he's got about a half a track to make up.
I'm saying 6 still. I'm going to hold strong at 6.
Okay, 6.
Who's 6 right now?
Welton.
Oh, shoot.
So,
Shoot.
well, Welton's catching this group here, right? He's catching Moffenmeyer and those guys. So we'll see how it was. Welton was once again 2 seconds faster than Moff there on that lap. He's got about 13 to make up, so we'll see. But here it is. Gas Canada, Callis Motorsports, or Moto, and backing up Team
Look at that,
Medaglia.
just as the leaderboards came by, it looks like Welton and Wright just dumped Medaglia off the podium with those passes they made.
Yeah, they did. They sure did.
Yeah.
Okay, so podium as it stands right now is Pettis, Tremblay, Welton. And then Pettis would have, what is that? That's 5, 7, that's 8. Now, if he would have a 2-point lead, oh my. This is like nobody wants the red plate. Give it to me, I'll take it.
They don't. And we're going to line them up tomorrow, and the way things sit is going to be on Pettis and Piccolo's bike, both KTMs. And it could switch again, Galdi. It could switch again.
Pettis, I mean, if you think about it, if it's it'd only be a 2-point lead, Wright's only going to make up another 3 or 4 spots, and then he makes that go away.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that finishes out. There's still lots of time, but man, does Pettis ever look good? Gelling with that factory KTM Red Bull Thor ride, no problem right now.
Not being far behind him. 3 seconds back is Timbit.
Lost a little bit of time right there.
Just impressive.
Yeah.
Was he 30?
33, I think. 33 years old.
So just behind them, Cole Thompson and Medaglia running similar lap times to the leaders. They're just about 10 seconds behind that lead pack. Moffenmeyer clicking
Welton
by.
gained as much that time as I would have thought on Moffenmeyer. So Thompson, those guys carrying a good pace right now.
Yeah, so Welton come by there. He's only matching what Thompson.
Yeah, he's catching Moff a little bit, but not what I thought. Not what I would have thought it would have been.
No, so there's lots of laps left, Goldie.
Yeah.
So once these guys maybe tire a bit, not this guy, but the guys in between Welton and Pettis, that's when Welton could capitalize, because clearly we've seen Wright, Welton, and Pettis, the guys that class of the field, all the way through this moto. So that's where Welton's got to stay the course, not panic, and just try to pick away at this lead.
We talk about things in that first moto there. Pettis was very frustrated with that crash. That would have been that's another 2 points that he could have been added on to his taste. So
looking at lap times, Dylan Wright is the fastest lap on the track by
2:27.
half a second, or no, full second, sorry,
full second there. So he's got 11 seconds to O'Farrell. Man, it's going to be hard for Dylan Wright to catch up to these guys, I think, right here. So I feel O'Farrell's within grasp, but I don't see him catching Welton.
No.
So we'll have to see if, like you said, the Medags or the Thompsons maybe get that tire in there and kind of falter around. So, but the KTM Factory Thor Red Bull ride of Jess Pettis right now doing exactly what he needs to do to reclaim the top spot of this 450 class. And 3 motos to go after this one here, Kyle. That's a great finish.
Yeah, this is exactly what the KTM squad needed. We never want to see an incident like that happen where Dylan Wright's down half the track, but it's entertaining for the fans. Once he gets up to these guys, he's going to start making some cool passes and try to fight his way back into a good points-paying position. And right now he's sitting in that 3rd overall position right where it sits. Tim Tremblay still holding down that second there, Galdi, but each position these guys make up changes that overall.
All right, so Jess Pettis, Tim Tremblay, Cole Thompson, Tyler Medaglia, and Sean Moffenmeyer top 5. Welton, O'Farrell, Wright, Eels, and Yannick Boucher top 10. Blair Nada, 11th spot. That's a great ride for that young kid. Blair Nada, Max Philippek, Taylor Cipoccini, Brian Derry, and Tommy Dallaire top 15. Gabriel Tremblay, Ethan Ouellette, Samuel Power, Cole Wilson, and Jean-Sebastien Trudeau in the top 20 paying points position.
Yeah, so 227.8 there for Pettis, 231 for Tim Tremblay. So he's kind of done with that charge. Behind them, the battle
between Thompson and Medags is heating up just behind there. Thompson and Medags are going at it just behind. Whoa, we got riders down again off screen here. Medags, they got around it.
Wow. Oh, yeah, right in the track there. Oh, no, that's Tim Tremblay.
Oh, Tim is down.
That is Tim Tremblay. Oh, no.
Tim Tremblay down hard in a real bad section right there.
Oh, no.
Okay, so.
That is a scary spot. That's the second time we've seen a crash there, Caldy. We've seen it in the first lap.
There we go. The flags are up off screen right now. Dylan Wright will be coming to that section very shortly, but Tim Tremblay is down. That is going to change everything once again here, Kyle. Wow. There it is on
screen.
screen.
The guys down there. I just hate the position he's in. It looks like Steve Sims down there talking to him.
Daryl Murphy right on scene there, so he'll be watching if any riders jumping or passing. So let's hope all the best for Tim Tremblay right now as we're trying to get the medic crew to that track. But on battle, look at this battle going on right here, Kyle. We're worried about Timmy, but we are getting a battle between a couple of veteran riders out here.
Yeah, Cole Thompson, Tyler Medaglia, no strangers to each other. Battled it out for years here in the Triple Crown of 450 class, as well as before that in the 450 class when it was the CMRC days. And they're out here at Deschambault battling here for second spot. Thompson's teammate out about, looks like 15-second lead for Pettis. So the battle on field as they get up to lappers here.
Well, Dario Zecca is up, and dude, that's good to see because he was one of those riders on that first lap crash. So great to see Dario Zecca back up and in this race right here. But the battle, man, these guys right here are a couple of veterans of the racecraft, and you got to think, you were kind of mentioning before, sort of off-screen, Cole's been sort of struggling with his outdoor thing, but this is going to make him feel good right now and probably try to find a little bit of strength within him to hang on to this.
And just in behind them, Moffenbauer having a sneaky race here, and he can come up there. Look at this, Medaglia, though.
Wow, Medag's got the drive, trying to make a pass up the inside. No, not going to happen here, Kyle, but Medags looks like he's a little bit hungrier than Cole. Look at this, though. The gas power versus the KTM. Who's got it?
Oh, he's going around the outside. Let's see if it works.
Thompson gingerly up the inside, playing the right card on that one right there. And they're going to come up to that section now. The flags are still waving out there for Tim Tremblay. So all riders will be chopping off the gas. Here they come up to that section one more time. All riders are obeying.
Yeah, wheels to the
Good
ground
job,
there.
good job by everybody out there.
Yeah, that's a scary situation. We're hoping the best for Tim, the 777 KTM rider, as these guys continue the battle. Moffenbauer not too far
right
behind there.
He is right there. And
so
Welton,
look at the leaderboard. Tyler Medaglia sitting where he's sitting has now jumped up into that second overall.
Second overall. Wow. So Tyler Medaglia really getting handed some love right there. Yeah. But that's going to change. We're Dylan right here in a second, though, once he gets the refresh and comes by and goes past where Tim Tremblay was. So that may change again.
Oh, look at this. Medaglia. Has he got him? Oh, nice
what a pass.
Great pass on Thompson there. He just got that drive right up the inside, and Thompson had the left
so that
way
puts
there.
Tyler Medaglia into second spot, way back behind Dylan Wright now. Look at this. It's going to switch again the next lap around when Tyler makes the pass again for our overall
Musical
again.
chairs for our podium as we go along here. Get back down this windy downhill.
And I'm looking at Welton that time, 2:29. So Welton really chipped in about a 3 seconds on Thompson, Medags, and a little bit on Moss. So he is still chipping away a little bit as well. But the benefactor of this poor Tim Tremblay thing is Dylan Wright. Gets an easy position that he most likely not would have gotten without that crash here. And Moffenbauer looking good right now. He's sitting in that whoa, Moffenbauer off the thing. Thompson right now hitting the wall a little bit here, Kyle. Look at that. Moffenbauer already right on the back end of him.
Yeah, I think he ran out of steam when Medaglia got him. He was running a good race, but just that last lap. There it is. Tim's up off the ground there. So good to see him up in his own power. He's going to try to get his way off the track there.
That old guy like that. He can't hit the ground like that, Timmy. You can't hit the ground like that.
So right now on screen, Moffenbauer and Thompson battling for third in this moto. Medaglia just in front of them. So three-way battle. We don't usually see this late.
Whoa, Thompson a little bobble. Moffenbauer right through the puddle. Right through the puddle.
A wet spot there.
Okay, so here we go. Swapping cameras one more time. The 5. Look at this. Moffenbauer, blue crew. Whoa! Moffenbauer getting a little sideways here, Kyle. This track is eating the boys up.
Yeah, it's got some nasty ruts coming through that section. You can see just the top of them there. So look at this. Moffenbauer getting that drive on that blue crew.
Thompson going to play the defense move over. Thompson a little bit more scrub. Oh, he's going to open the door right up. He's just going to give it to Moffenbauer right there. Thompson definitely starting to feel it here in this moto, Kyle.
Yeah, maybe just pushed too hard there early on, and now just kind of set back. Moffenbauer, this could be a good moto for Moff here. He's got Tyler right in front of him and running a fast lap time. Coming by the stripe there, he was just a bit quicker than Medaglia.
Medag's trying to rip a tear off there. Couldn't quite get his hand back on the bar before he landed on the track. So, but look at this. Moffenbauer out, putting in a good lap right there. Welton, though, once again, putting in at 29, so he's gaining on that pack. You got to figure he's going to get Thompson, so we switch the overalls again. So Medags is back in there.
There's a tie.
With that second for tied. Welton, so now, look at this. Jess Pettis gains 5 in this moto. Exact same as we came into today. We have 1 point lead for Dylan Wright heading into the moto tomorrow. That is insane how this keeps swapping around here, Kyle.
I know it would be, if he stays like that, there's 5 points he would gain on the day, so that would make it a 4-point.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
yep.
sorry. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I think that's Moto 2 right there. My bad. Yeah. Good job, Kyle. There we go. So, yeah, Pettis would have a 4-point lead, heading into tomorrow, and it wouldn't stay the same. My bad for all you people at home. Usually that is my deal, and Kyle just made me look foolish. I'm all right with it.
Chips.
I'm all right with it. But here we go. Moffenbauer right now really pushing hard and getting in the wheelhouse of Medags. Thompson trying to fall back in the background there, and Welton trying to catch him. And Dylan Wright, he's way up. So Dylan Wright, his max is probably going to be that 6 unless maybe he can catch Thompson if Thompson continues to kind of fall off.
Yeah, Thompson fading off there. It's maybe that. We're getting into 22 minutes. So you got 8 minutes plus 2 laps. It's tough. It's going to be a tough feat. But if anybody can do it, Dylan Wright can do it. He's running the fastest lap right now on track at a 28.2.
Wow, and you got to think, Moffenbauer, Welton, I think, is right in the background. There's Welton there, so that's still quite a bit of ways he's got to make up to these guys. They're carrying about the same pace, so Welton still has an outside shot.
He can catch those 3 guys. He's definitely going to catch Thompson here, who's just leaving this corner. There's Welton.
Got about 5 laps to go, I'd say, here to try to get something done. Whoa, Moffenbauer finding a good line right there. Moffenbauer really getting good and sneaky here at the end of the moto. Love seeing that from the veteran on the number 3 MX-101 FXR, the 2022. That's the Chris Kiefer designed FXR gear right there. So good to see that. A friendly American loving our Canadian series. Actually did ride a couple of races for the MX-101 squad and being a helper out there for the FXR group. And Tyler Medaglia out of nowhere today, really shining bright on this track.
Yeah, he's riding awesome. It looks like he's, depends on Welton here, because if Welton passes Thompson, that's a 2-point swing, if I'm correct, and that will put him up tied.
Nah, that's only a 1, right? No, that is a 2. Yeah, that's 5 to 6. That's 16 to 18. Yeah.
So that would put him up into that podium, tied for that podium position.
And it would go. So that would bump right off. That would bump Dylan right off the podium. So very interesting things. We could see how it could work out. You got to think he's going to get Thompson for sure with the push. Lap traffic right there. That is Ryan Derry. So the boys are lapping up into that top 15 position here. And this is second place. Pettis is gone. He's got a 25-second point lead, a 25-second lead here in this moto. So Jess Pettis going to bring home an overall and the red plate heading into round number 7 here at Deschambault tomorrow. And Moffenbauer now using that outside line. No bumps.
Right out by that blue crew right there as he launches right in front of Derry, putting Derry a lap down.
Oh, it looks like he lost some time though, because only got a yellow flag waving somebody down in this turn. Oh, it looks like it was a 302. The rider's up, it looks like, so that's good. Good to see. Where's Welton? There's Welton right there. So Welton. Oh, no, that's not Welton. No, there he is there. Sorry.
He's right on Thompson.
He's right on Thompson, so that's a 2-point swing the next lap around. So we'll see how that could possibly work out for the overalls. Like you said, they would have a 3-way tie for third, and that would go to Tyler Medaglia with it all right now. Welton really finding good lines and good strength here late in the moto, Kyle.
Yeah,
he's still the fastest rider on track. Actually, Dylan Wright was the fastest just by a little bit.
Yeah, just a smidge there. But it looks like
got him. There's a pass. So Marshall Welton now up into that 4th position. So a 4-2 on the day, definitely going to help bump Marshall Welton's status up into the thing that would put him a tie with Tyler Medaglia. So, and there he's
nice Moff.
He's only a second faster than Moff there, so he's still a very outside shot that Welton could get up there.
Yeah, so Pettis by the stripe there, and he came by at 25 minutes. So you got to think he's running around that 2:31 now for Pettis. So we got 4 laps to go here, Galdi. 4
laps to go. Let's see what we got. Welton still going strong, clicking away. And when the resets here, the podium would be Pettis, Medags, and Wright, and Welton. But we would have Moffenbauer to do a little interview with as well on the podium, so that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, so there, Moffenbauer coming by the stripe. He is about 4 seconds. 7 seconds. 7 seconds there for Welton.
Okay. It's not out of grasp. 10 seconds for Marshall Welton to get up into that second place. And like he's not gaining any points on Dylan Wright right now, and he needs stuff heavily for for that points title. He's quite a ways back in the points chase, but he still has that outside shot, and just for the fact that we need some something to talk about on the show right now. It'd be good to see him catch up there, but it's interesting to see if he can make it happen. But I love seeing what's going on with Sean Moffenbauer having a great moto here up on the podium. Hasn't hit it since Gopher Dunes.
Nope.
Was that the Friday moto or was that Saturday? That was the Friday, right?
Gopher Dunes, and that was a Sunday he hit.
Or
the
Sunday,
first moto,
yeah, okay, that's what it was. So we'll see if he can keep it happening and make it roll in here. So once again, everybody, thanks for tuning in. If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot of action here at Deschambault. But this is the final 450 moto. We got about 4 laps to go, maybe 3.5 or so to go here in this second moto. And your overall, as it stands right now, would be Pettis, Medag's, Welton, Wright, and Moffenbauer top 5.
Yeah, good ride out of Moffenbauer, man. He had bad starts here. Look at his team manager telling him to get going. He knows Marshall Welton is coming up there as they make it through some more lappers. So Welton is about 7 seconds back. We're going to keep tabs on that as we go, see what that gap becomes, because that would just push him up into that second spot over Medaglia, making a pass on Moffenbauer.
Yep.
So Medaglia looking for, what is that, a 5 or 4-2 for second overall on the day.
Welton in the background there, so he has closed the gap a little bit. We'll check the lap times the next time around. And as you said, you figure about 4 laps to go. So Pettis is going to be coming across the stripe here any second just behind us. And taking three to go.
Let's see what he gets here.
And he's about to get up to Parker Eels, which is 9th position. Sorry, 8th position.
Exactly 2.5 minutes to that stripe. So
and he was a 2:29. So did they put the pit board on? They say, slow it down a second. Slow it down at least 1.5 seconds. 1.5 seconds. He's got time to spare.
Yeah, he definitely has time on his hands. So he needs to play it smart. Look at this, though. Moffenbauer now cruising up to the backside of number 5. And if he makes that pass on Medaglia, that drops Medaglia right off the podium.
Yeah, it sure does. Yeah.
So Medaglia got to get going here. He's got 3 laps to go, we hope.
Yeah, it depends on what Pettis does here. Pettis wants to be very impressive and drop the hammer. Oh, look at this. Lap traffic going to slow it down just a little bit into that turn. He gets by, so Dags gets by. This is a good spot for Moffenbauer to get around these lappers here. Dags getting a little bit hung up.
See Welton come on our screen. There's Welton just going by our screen.
And Welton that time was almost identical. Actually, Moffenbauer was faster. So Moffenbauer pulled out just a little bit there on Welton. So I'd say we're set how it's going to be. And Dylan Wright still not, he didn't really chip that much into Cole Thompson. So Thompson might be able to hang on to it here.
Yeah, he's running the fastest on track right now, 2:27.4, so 22 seconds behind his next pass. I don't think that's going to be enough. But right now, Medaglia, the guy we were watching here, can he get it finished here, get himself in that second overall position?
You got to think he's probably getting a little bit winded in this race here, a little bit tired. But then he slows his pace down. Moffenbauer kind of gets stuck in the pace, and maybe Welton catches him out. We might have a heck of a finish going on here for this 2, 3, 4 podiums spot, and of course the overall for the day.
It's just Welton's just not gaining enough time on Moffenbauer.
No, I don't think so. No, Moffenbauer was faster.
The only hope for anybody here is if Moff passes Medaglia, that would jump Welton up in that second, and then Wright would get that 3rd spot. So the dark horse here, the spoiler, could be Sean Moff, the number 3.
All right. About 3.5 to go, 2.5 to go here. We'll see the next time around. The 2-board is in the referee's hands. They're counting down the clock. Kyle, you got the clock in your hand as well.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. He's coming into the final 2 turns. We're just off screen. We're talking about
looks like he's got it. He's not going to beat it. Slow up there, Jess. Slow up there.
Yeah, the 2-board is up. The 2-board is up. He got it just ahead of it. Just ahead of it.
Half a second.
Wow, he did a 2:31.
That's smart. He heard us.
Yeah,
he knew what he had to do.
He's got the flow app in his helmet there.
Yep.
Okay, so there it is. Red Bull Thor factory KTM rider Jess Pettis doing exactly what he needed to do here in this moto, finding the flow and getting a little bit of luck on his side with Dylan Wright's crash early on. Medags and Moffenbauer still battling it out there, though, Kyle. Way behind this guy, but still battling it out.
2 laps to go. That might just rejuvenate the number 5 machine. Well, not able to gain any time there.
No, actually lost a little bit.
Yeah, so looks like Wright and Welton going to probably be stalled out at the 4-6 range there, and that's going to give the overall to Pettis, obviously, with the 3-1. we said this before. It needed some luck for Pettis, and well, he got it. And
Yeah.
he's going to go 3-1 for the overall and take that red plate home with him, or at least till tomorrow.
Yeah, at least till tomorrow. That's right. Yeah. Don't get to hold it very long at this stage of the series for sure. The way it all worked out, but looking good. So the 15 right now, doing exactly what he needed to do with a 3-1 score, would take the overall with 45 points. Tyler Medaglia with a 4-2. That would give him a 40 points, and then Marshall Welton with a 2-4 with 40 points, and Dylan Wright with a 1-6 would give him 40 points as well, but he would have the bottom tail end of that points tally right there. But it would be the big 5 points that he would lose to lose to Pettis, which would make it a 4-point difference heading into tomorrow for the factory KTM Red Bull Thor ride of Jess Pettis here. Colin, you got to think, I mean, Pettis wasn't happy about Moto number 1. Whether or not he fixed his issues, it didn't matter. No. It kind of got handed to him, and he put himself in a great spot, and that's how it works.
Yep, exactly what you need to do. Get that royal distributing hole shot and just stay out of trouble. And that's what Jess Pettis has been doing all year long. He's got 11 out of 13 hole shots, and he puts himself in the proper position. Dylan Wright, he could be running away with this title had he got the starts that Pettis had.
Yeah, 100%. So Jess Pettis, here we go. Coming into the final 2 turns, and he will get the white flag. Got to give a little love out there to Blair Nada. I got to say, this might be his first top 10. He's sitting 10th right now. And I think that they've lapped getting that last lap flag as well. So Nada will be happy that he got lapped in this moto here by Jess Pettis. So 1 to go for Jess Pettis. 1 to go here.
Yeah, so great ride out of Nada there, sitting in that 10th spot. But Jess Pettis, the man of the hour, he's going to take the overall. The way things sit, the way things roll, he's about 24 seconds out front of Medaglia as we wait by. Medaglia. Medaglia. A bit of a gap.
Medaglia in good control of that second spot, which gives him second overall for the day.
3 seconds.
Yeah, 3 seconds. So he has dropped a good lap right there. Welton lost a little bit more time, but he's still going to be able to get on the podium. So that will feel somewhat good, I guess, of a recovery and a bit damage control, I suppose.
Yeah, the damage control is key as he's getting. One more lap to go for these guys as Pettis works his way through this nasty Deschambault track. It's turned into a rough one today. Talking to the guys after the 250, they said they really do a jarring on the forearms and the upper body.
Yeah, big time. So Jess Pettis, KTM Factory Red Bull 4 ride, looking to bring home an overall and take that red plate into our Monday morning main event, round 7. Here for the Triple Crown Series at MX Deschambault, and he's just a half a track to go here. Colin, man, like I said, he did it in fine style. Did it and got the start, rode a perfect race, and just let everything unfold behind him. And he probably has no clue what's going on. I don't think that they would probably Nico putting that on the pit board. Red plate or
I don't think
overall. Yes, I'm sure, but
yeah, maybe he puts it on this time around. Hey, red plate back in our hands. But other than that, before this is just all business as usual, plus minus lap times, and just keep plugging away.
All right, so Pettis, Medags, Moffenmeyer, Welton, Thompson, your top 5 in this moto. Pettis, Medags, Welton will be your overall 1, 2, 3 for the day. But it'd be cool to have Moffenmeyer up there, give him a little love on TV.
Yeah. Nice little third place.
Yeah.
The second time this year that he got out. Moffenmeyer's just always putting himself behind the 8-ball.
Yeah, not getting the Blue Crew start out there. Should have watched my game. I got good starts at plus 40. I am racing against some 50-year-olds.
Okay,
but,
don't tell people that. Don't tell people that.
But here we go. 2 turns left for KTM Factory Red Bull Thor ride of Jess Pettis. Going to grab another overall victory here at Deschambault and take the red plate heading into round number 7 for the friendly BC rider, Prince George. Doing it proud.
Let's see where Medaglia is. He was about 22 seconds back. So Tyler Medaglia had some good pace all the way through with the 2:29 that last lap. And he's going to be coming by the stripe here shortly. And T-Dags, number 5, there he is. He's going to land on the box here. He's going to be second overall on the day as Moffenmeyer comes by the stripe in third, Galdi.
Crazy, crazy day here at Deschambault. Woo, we got the podium left. And then we will chat to you at the end of the day. Let's go talk to the boys here at the podium. Whew, thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with the top 3 of our 450 Moto number 2.
Second moto, man. Just so far, seems that was an area of a battlefield.
All right, welcome back live here for Deschambault, round number 6 of the Triple Crown Series. We're going to talk to all our winners and riders right there. The boys are ready right now. I'm going to pull in Tyler Medalla. Hey, Tyler, come on in over. Tyler. Come on right in here. Sorry, guys. Trying to get everybody yours. There's a bit of organized chaos as well in here. What a day for the Gas Cobra Quid Callis Moto. I heard a big cheer coming off the finish line, buddy. That's got to be happy. What a ride for you out there. It's got to feel good to kind of coming in and out of the series, unsure of doing things, but that was a heck of a ride. Like full veteran status. You had to earn that one. It wasn't handed to you. Just give me your thoughts, man. It's happy to see.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic. Like Alex had put a lot into this program this year and just letting me kind of do what I want to do. And I got 2 good starts. We got the bike working really good. So, yeah, it's nice to have all these people here too. It's like feels like a real national again, just like when we were down in the States. So, I'm stoked. Thank you.
Awesome job, Tyler Medalla. Great job with it. We'll let you go back there, catch up with the team. We'll get the rest of the guys out here right there. We're just waiting to get Jess Pettis and, of course, Sean Moffenbauer. Sean, come right down here, buddy. We'll get Moffenbauer down here. 3rd in that moto. A great job by Sean Moffenbauer, that MX 101 Rockstar helmet, backing him up. And so cool to see the friendly Saskatchewan native coming in. He squeezes his way in there. Lots of people like Tyler Medalla here. He speaks French, Sean, but buddy, you earned that one there. You had to come from again. Yeah, getting those great starts, but man, you just kind of keep getting stronger, and it felt like you saw the taste of the podium and you wanted it there and you got it.
Yeah, that one was good. Honestly, Tim had a gnarly crash in that one, so that was a bit of a bummer, but I felt like I was riding really good all day and just kind of figured some stuff out on the bike this last 2 weeks, so just stoked to have a little bit more momentum with me this weekend, and hopefully we can keep that moving forward into Walton.
Yeah, well, you only got one moto main format. How's the body feeling? Like you're less than 24 hours going back and doing the same moto again.
Honestly, it's not bad. Like we got used to it a little bit last year, and when you know what to expect, it's a little bit easier. So we train for it, we work hard for it, and it should be good tomorrow. True
professional right there, MX 101 FXR. Good job, Sean, backing him up there. On the podium, we're going to get our winner over there. Got to try to find somebody to get me these guys over. I'm the only guy down here right now. Apparently right here we'll bring Pettis in for the overall win. Jess Pettis going 3-1 on the day on that KTM Factory Red Bull floor ride. All right, Jess, I don't know if you found the flow or not in that moto, but you sure found another victory. You're going to go back on top with that red plate, and it all worked out. I don't even think you cared what was going on behind you. You got the whole shot, and what a ride, dude, and 25-second lead or something at one point, so congrats. Great job.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I said it in the first moto, and I don't know what the deal is, but I've just been better in my second moto, so I really didn't touch too much with the bike in between the motos. There were just a few small changes, and I ripped a good start, which helped, and then I just found a flow. I don't know, sometimes I find a good flow, sometimes I don't, and on the 450, it's exaggerated that much more. So, man, the thing's it's a beast, and you really just gotta tame it and ride around and be comfortable on it. So that was good. I heard there's a lot of chaos behind me, but I just put my head down, rode some smooth lines, and man, it was good. I was happy with that moto, and yeah, we'll come back tomorrow. We got that red plate, so let's keep it for the last couple rounds.
I got to ask you at the beginning of it there, you had your semi-quasi teammate Tim Tremblay. He's just kind of older. So were you having fun with that, knowing that he was behind you?
I didn't know if it was him or Cole, to be honest. But yeah, they were ripping. I just seen an orange fender, and I was going for it, feeling really good. And man, Tim was on it. He was pushing me hard, and I heard he went down there pretty hard. So hope he's all good. He's a good buddy of mine and a good little training partner too. So he's strong, and I'm sure he'll be back.
Right on, Jess Pettis, your overall winner, and red plate buddy, get on out there, celebrate with the crowd. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What a day out there. A little bit of chaos. We'll have to do some digging on the Thompson and Wright issue there. They came off. I even heard the word protest. So we'll find out some information on that. We're going to go to a commercial here. The 450 podium is celebrating. The fans are out here. Deschambault, round 6 is done. We'll go to commercial. We'll be right back here to finalize the show and talk about tomorrow, round 7.
Their work cut out for them tomorrow as we get in ready for the moto. It looks like there could be some rain in the air, though, so we could be in for a mutter. Who knows? It's going to be a wild one, but we have 2 motos, one for the 250s, one for the 450s. We're going to see if Piccolo can hang on to that red plate. It's been a slippery one for both classes. We've seen Dylan Wright lose it to Jess Pettis today, and we've seen Ryder McNabb and the GDR 10 give it up to the KTM. So the KTM squad stealing those red plates, stealing the points lead, but don't count out Tanner Ward. Don't count out Dylan Wright. He's going to want to bounce back here and get things dialed in. But we're just going to jump to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.